it looks like just nothing in the eyeballs. And I don't know what that means. I'm not speculating on what that's going through their minds or it looks lifeless to me, fellas. I don't know. I played on some really bad sports teams. I've watched bad sports teams.
That's a great point. We've all played on really bad teams. It sucks.
And man, like when you were on one of those bad teams and like you're getting ready to play one of the badass teams in the league and you're like, we are going to get so waxed today. And you don't have that let's go. Like you can put all the eye black on your face, Carter Jensen. I see you. Bobby Witt Jr., I see it. Jack Caglione, I see it. I saw it yesterday in Michael Walker as well. And I was just like, every game it starts off 4-0 first inning, and then it's just like,
yeah, it's over. It really is. It's sad. We were actually watching the game a little bit on Saturday after the Nationals game at a bar. It was like, oh, the Royals have made a comeback. This is really cool. I went to the bathroom, came back, and the game was over.
And it's gone.
And I'm being serious. Yeah. I'm like, wait, they lost? How did they lose? And, I had to get the recap from every. And Lucas Ursig now, I mean, he can't continue. What's it matter? You're 15 games under 500. It really doesn't matter who you roll out there, at this point in time. But I've got this big fear that JJ and Q are trending down to be the next Pioli and Haley here in Kansas City. And that's not what you want to see. Like and the reason I say that is because I sense that same anger from the fan base, right, that we had with Pioli and Haley. I don't know if we're getting banners that are going to fly over Kauffman Stadium to fire these guys and save our Royals like we did with Save Our Chiefs, but both kind of came out of the gate hot. They had their initial first year, which was the free pass year, right, where they lost 100, nobody cared. Then they all bounced back. The second year with Pioli and Haley, they made the playoffs. Things were looking good. Same here in Kansas City. And then it kind of dissipated, and it took a back seat after that. And that's kind of where we are right now. And it's not just losing games. To me, it's more about the way that the fan base is reacting, guys. It's genuine anger at this point in time. It's no longer apathy per se. It's more anger. Like fans feel for the first time, really probably ever, that they had their expectations set up, legitimate expectations set up, and they were just kicked in the nuts. And fans are truly angry about all of that. And I don't know that I've seen an anger like this since 2012 with Pioli and Haley. And I hate to say it, but that's kind of where the fan base has JJ and Q trending right now, into that same type of category as Pioli and Haley. I don't know if they can right this ship right now, but I'll tell you, it's June 1st, and they're 15 under 500. This season is just about over.
This comes from the 913. I'm a lifelong Missouri fan. Royals are so bad I cheered for KU yesterday just to feel happy. Hey, how about it?
KU going to the Super Regionals, man. How about that? That's a lot of fun, right? It's awesome. Moving on. Probably going to take on Georgia Tech, I think, is who they may take on in the Super Regional. We still don't know yet. That's the beauty. We don't even know where the games are going to be played moving forward. Probably somewhere down in Atlanta.
It's funny you say that because I was having a conversation yesterday about the College World Series and how I just don't understand it until they get to Omaha.
Yeah, right.
There was a little bit more clarity, but here we are. Coming up, but formal request plus another series loss and overreaction from all three of us here on a Monday. 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City Sports.
You're listening to Bob Fescoe.
I'm surprised nobody punched him in the jaw yet.
And Dusty Likens.
He's a hoe, and I want that known.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you guys, performance matters in intimate moments. We all know that, right? So you don't want to let ED get in the way. And the truth is, most men don't have to live with it anymore. And as you may be surprised by how the right treatment can improve your love life. The truth is, ED can ruin the moment. Whether you're getting intimate with your partner and you aren't able to perform the way you want to, or used to be able to, that can be very frustrating. But at Heartland Men's Health, they have a way to help. Because at Heartland Men's Health, they deliver advanced medical science and proven therapies to treat erectile dysfunction. Heartland Men's Health uses advanced medical science to empower male performance with therapies that go far beyond pills. They have treatments with success rates well over 90%, and some treatments can even have you last an hour or more. They're successfully treating men, and they're ready for you as well. So schedule a consult with Heartland Men's Health today. Your initial visit is $99 and includes a medical consult with a licensed medical provider, a TNPSA test, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit's free. They have an expert staff, and if you're like a lot of men, you could be having sex the day after your appointment. Plus, they have 3 locations, Overland Park, Independence, and North Kansas City. So call them today, 844-447-6600, or visit heartlandmenshealth.com.
The world's biggest soccer tournament has arrived, and you can trade the entire tournament over on Kalshi. On Kalshi, you can trade every match from the opening stage all the way to the final. For me in particular, I'll be honest, I kind of like going the standard where I can trade France at 17.9%, meaning a $100 investment could see $5.59 in return, or even Spain at 16.8%. On Kalshi, you're trading against your peers in a live market, meaning there is no house, and the probability changes. You can buy in and out of your position as you see. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use promo code TAPP, T-A-P-P, to get $10 when you trade 10. K-A-L-S-H-I, Kalshi. Trade on anything. 18 plus only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see kalshi.com/regulatory.
Well, my friends over at Window World do unbelievable things here in Kansas City, always giving back to charitable organizations, but also what they're doing is they're putting in the best replacement windows in your home. And I know from firsthand experience because we have over 30 windows from Window World. And when we needed to have replacement windows at our house, we made one call. It was 1-800-GET-WINDOWS, and we said to Window World, hey, we love you guys. Come on out, replace our windows. We need about 30 of them. They came right out to the house, and we're happy to do so. And there's so many other reasons to love Window World other than them being a great corporate citizen. Lifetime warranties, guys, that covers all parts, glass breakage, and labor. So if your dog runs through the screen door on the slider like we've had happen, Window World will come out and they'll replace it. They're so strong, their windows, they will actually stand on them when they give you that presentation. So call Window World today. They're the official windows of the Fescoes, and they're the official windows of the Chiefs as well. It's 1-800-GET-WINDOWS or at windowskansascity.com. That's 1-800-GET-WINDOWS. It's Window World.
Imagine buying your next car from one dealership.
With the support of many.
With everything you'll ever need.
When you buy from any of the Balderson Auto Group dealerships, you're getting the support from all of our dealerships.
Like our 100 service bays, collision, and detail centers.
And our free exclusive lifetime warranty. No other auto group gives you that.
From north, central, south, the Balderson Auto Group has you covered.
A family committed to
excellence, growth,
and harmony.
Go to bagkc.com.
Hi, folks. Bob from Blue Springs Ford. Hey, Blaine, my sister Kathy wants to buy a Bronco at an employee price.
What perfect timing, because right now Blue Springs Ford is giving employee pricing to everyone.
So what's the real difference in pricing?
2025 Bronco Sport starting at $29,000.
Wow, that's less than $30,000.
Up to $10,000 off MSRP on 2026 F-150s, and you get a lifetime powertrain warranty for free.
Folks, go to BlueSpringsFord.com right now, because this ends soon.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for buying gas. That's right. You can earn cash back with Upside just for buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside, and just last year, I made nearly $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get cash back? If you like extra cash, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back when you fill your tank. Use promo code FRESH to get an extra 35 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code FRESH for a 35 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code FRESH for a 35 cents per gallon bonus.
The countdown to the World Soccer Championship is brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City. From here, for wherever you are, that's the benefit of blue. Visit bluekc.com/benefit of blue for more information. You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
Hey, it's Vinny Pasquantino, and you're listening to the home of the Royals, 96.5 The Fan.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Brought to you by the Kansas City Auto Show, June 4th through 7th at the Overland Park Convention Center, Northland 35 southbound from 152 into downtown is a 12-minute drive. The Kansas City Auto Show is back, taking over the Overland Park Convention Center with more brands, more test drives, free parking, and all new family-friendly features. Get your tickets now at kansascityautoshow.com. The Kansas City Auto Show, June 4th through 7th. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
Back at it Monday morning. Hope you all had a fun weekend. I was in Walla Walla, Washington.
I was. It was great. Very much so. Very good weather.
Oh, it was nice up there?
Oh, no humidity. It was 70. Perfect, like a crisp day. Not quite a fall crisp day, but man, the weather was perfect. Here we got a lot of humidity going on. Woo! Hot and steamy.
It's sticky.
Like Mac.
Hell.
Hello, America.
What? I've been pounded this week. Thank you.
So far we've got my area wasn't wet and hot and sticky like Mac. It's 19 minutes into the show with a 4-minute commercial.
Well, I mean, I don't know what you want us to talk about today, Dusty, you know.
I do, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Gearing up. Somebody says that they're no longer sad about the Royals. They're just plain pissed off.
Yeah. That's where it's gone. It's not sad. It's not upset. It's anger now.
We want names.
Yeah, they and rightfully so. I mean, you're 15 games under 500. The longer it goes on and no changes are made, the more you're telling people you're accepting of this, and it's okay.
And I think that brings me into a formal request that I have to make today.
Okay.
And it comes with a sad heart.
This sounds like the song "Time Wasted."
What is this song? Yeah,
it's this one. Yeah,
that's what I thought it was.
Yeah. Again, comes with a sad heart. I don't want to do this, but and Dusty, we talked about it on Friday when you were gone, Bob.
The dollar store.
About having some hope, having some still an inkling of positivity about this team. And I told you, and I'll say it again, I commend it. I admire it. Many reasons. I grew up with the oldest brother that would never give up. He could be one move away from checkmate. He's still going to win the chess game. It doesn't matter if it's delusion. He's going to do it. Multiple Chief seasons. He's sitting there. He's staying. We're going to come back. I'm like, no, we're not.
Like
I grew up
year.
loving it. So shout out Sean. So I grew up with that. But at some point, there's hope, and then there's delusion. And we have to now turn our hope to next year. Turn our hope to the future of this team and start talking about that, because we have to be realistic. We have to see better baseball. We want to see better baseball for years to come, and serious changes have to be made this year in order for that to happen. So my formal request is, I do not want to hear the word wild card and Royals in the same sentence for the rest of the season.
Thanks, Dad.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair. They have not earned the opportunity to be discussed as a wild card team. They're the worst record other than Detroit right now in all of the American League. There's every team ahead of them. So I think you're right, Mac. I don't think there should be conversation about wild card or playoff or anything like that. But I will say one thing that you kind of, piqued my interest a little bit when you said looking towards the future. What future? That's the problem. That therein lies the problem, because I look at this and I say, this is the third year of a 3-year decline. This is also now an organization that is in the bottom third when it comes to minor leagues, as talked about by MLB.com and of Baseball America. Nobody at the big league level is doing great. Are you confident of running it back next year with this collection of guys? The names may sound nice, but the production is not. And so you cannot even run it back next year. There's going to have to be, in my opinion right now, a major overhaul, both in the front office, coaching staff, and on the roster to move this thing forward in order to gain back the trust of the fans. Because I think right now, if you finish this season, they're on pace for like 100 losses roughly, right? 100, 101, something like that. If you maintain this pace and you're a 100-loss team, how are you selling this product next year? So it's not even a problem that's just for the rest of this year for the Royals. You're going to have to undergo a major roster overhaul this offseason in order to sell fans on next year as well. Because if you run this thing back with these same players, hate to be the bearer of bad news, nobody's going to buy in. Fool me once, okay. Fool me twice, not again. So I'm kind of with you, Mac, and the fans are angry. They don't want to hear about wild card anymore. They want to know what this organization is going to do to fix this, at least to start to fix this. And the longer we go without anything being done, the more it says we're accepting of this inside the organization, and that's not fair to the fans either.
Yeah, I mean, am I judged if I keep watching?
No,
Gosh, no,
not at all.
I'm going to keep watching.
The game on.
No,
it's fair.
turn the game on.
Absolutely.
That's different. No, absolutely.
I mean, dynamite matchup. Was it the Reds and Royals for 4 or 3, and then they play the Twins? That's a stinker of a series. The Twins are really down bad, but they're better than the Royals. I don't know. I'm not at the point where I'm hate watching.
No.
But now I'm just watching the young talent. And
3-gamer against the Reds.
Yeah.
They got some guy pitching today for the Reds. It's like 7-1 with a 1-something ERA too.
Good.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Lovely.
It doesn't really matter what your ERA is, because Jack Leiter last year had a 9 ERA against the Royals and got lit up. You understand? He had 10 strikeouts.
10 strikeouts, yes.
Couldn't hit him. Can't hit.
10 strikeouts for Jack Leiter, who's been a nothing pitcher.
Been a disappointment.
Very much so. You're absolutely right. Like when him and Kumar Rocker were on that team together at Vanderbilt, right? That was the Vandy Boys thing, right? Like everybody
team was
thought
so good.
So sick, right? Everybody looked at that team as like, oh, we got to have Jack Leiter, we got to have Kumar Rocker. Where are both of those guys right now, right? Kumar Rocker, I don't even
just
know.
faced both of them. They just faced Kumar Rocker on Friday, and they faced Jack Leiter on
that's
Sunday.
right.
They're
He
on
is
the same
down there in
team.
Texas, there. But they're not doing what we thought they would be doing, right? They were supposed to be like these aces in the hole, and the debate was Kumar Rocker or Jack Leiter. Who are you going to take? And I think the Mets drafted Kumar Rocker, and then he didn't come out and went back into college and came out the following year. But this is a situation where you look at the young players on this team right now that the Royals have. What young player? And again, take Bobby Witt out of this equation. Who are we really excited about? Because it sure doesn't look like Jack Caglianone's much of anything other than a guy at this point in time. It's too.
Which I don't blame him.
Yeah, no, I don't. I absolutely 1,000,000% don't blame him. But if you're rolling this thing back next year, you got Waka now who's headed down, Lugo who's now headed down, Reagan's we may never see again. Noah Cameron, obviously, it's why I said trade him this offseason. He's not the shell of himself. You don't have a closer on this team right now. The guy that you do have closing out games stinks. BBL, stinky. You don't have much of a second baseman. Your first baseman, other than 3 home runs in one game against Team Italy or Team USA or whoever it was in the World Baseball Classic, has been a total no-show for this entire year. I mean, your catcher's old at this point in time. Like, what does this organization have going forward that you can say, at least we can be excited about this? Because the minor leagues don't have that, and the big league roster doesn't have guys that you're looking at, again, other than Bobby, that you're truly looking at like, yeah, I'm excited about the future of this guy. And to Dusty's point, he's 100% right. I can't get excited about Cags because I just don't know enough about Jack Caglianone.
The team hasn't given
now.
you the opportunity to.
Right. They're telling me he's a part-time player is what they're telling me. So that's how I have to view Jack Caglianone based on what they're, showing to me. So there's nothing to get excited about at the big league club that they would roll back next year other than Bobby. And then you look at what's going on down in the minor leagues. And again, both according to Baseball America and MLB.com, they're in the bottom third when it comes to minor league talent. So where is the hope in this organization right now? What are fans supposed to be excited about when there's literally nothing to be excited about right now with this team other than Bobby Witt?
They've been swept 3 times in the month of May. 3 times. White Sox, Rangers, Yankees, all swept them. They have lost 13 of their last 16, and they've lost 6 straight. I don't know what the answer is. I don't know if it's... I don't know if there's anything that could happen that I don't know what the fans want. I mean,
they want something though. They want ownership to show that they have a pulse, that they're as upset as we are about this. And so far, we haven't seen anything. We haven't really seen demotions of players.
They're telling us that this is okay.
That's right. By their actions, they're endorsing what's going on. And that's not fair to the fans either. Like, we can't continue to allow this organization just to do what they're doing and not make any changes. Sometimes,
is this the standard, to quote Vern?
Right.
Like, is this really? That's the standard?
Maybe it is. Maybe it is. But I think right now, the longer this goes and the longer you do nothing, the more you tell your fans this is acceptable and this is what we're about. And I think I'm not one of these guys to say change just for the sake of making change. But this organization needs a change. They need somebody shook up. They need a firing of some sort to send a message to the rest of these guys that it's not going to be acceptable. Because if you continue to allow this to take place and no changes are being made, what kind of message are you sending to the rest of your team? Bobby felt defeated after that game yesterday, too, man. Reading his comments and what he had to say after the game yesterday, I'm getting to the point now where I feel bad for Bobby Witt Jr. because now he's wasting his time.
If you want to know where baseball is in the Metro, I mean, people are excited about Kansas baseball.
Yeah.
As they should be.
Yep.
Right? I saw more love for Johnson County Community College.
How about them, too, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Shout out to
National
JCCC,
champs.
right?
Yeah.
That KU baseball, Wemby, NBA Finals, A.J. Brown, Royals are way down there.
Jaden Knott's leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ramondre Stevenson and Matt Rife's leg.
Yeah. God.
I just look, and we'll get into the overreaction. I can get into a little bit more, but it's just the consensus I got this weekend from friends and people and family is, it's indefensible. I can't defend anything. And that's where
Nor should you, right?
Yeah, I mean, I just the only thing I can defend is the young talent. They switched the lineup for one game. I don't know if because the three things I heard was front office needs to do something. The second thing I heard was Vinny Pasquantino needs to go to Omaha. And the defense of that statement was they did it to Moose.
Yeah.
Why aren't they doing it to Vinny?
Right.
And I don't know what options are. I don't know if you can or even do. I mean, I'm sure you can. But it's one day Carter Jensen leads off. And then the next day it's Salvador Perez and Vinny Pasquantino are hitting 3 and 4. And I don't want to say this to steal a bit from Robin Carrington. Salvador Perez washed.
I mean, they probably have one more loss. No, that St. Louis game, he single-handedly won. Take that out of the equation, right? How many games have they won in May if Salvi doesn't have that big game for one day? I know it's one day. But, I mean, just think about that one game and how that broke up another major losing streak. If they don't win that game against the Cardinals, guys, maybe we're talking about, 12 losses in a row or something like that. It's bad right now. And the inaction by this organization is sending the only message that we can all digest is that you're okay with this. Until they do something, they're telling us this is okay.
It is 6:30 on a Monday. Time to get into an overreaction.
I think we segued into yours, Dusty.
Yeah. I know I've been through a lot in Royals history. This is the worst Royals start in my lifetime.
I don't know that that's an overreaction, brother.
I mean, I know that there were teams in, the 2000s. I'm 38 years old. I'll be 39 in August. I've had a lot of disappointing Royals seasons. This one takes the cake. I've never in my lifetime had a superstar on this roster to watch like Bobby Witt Jr. I've never seen a fan base be more adamant on wanting him to go find happiness and win somewhere else. That's insane to me.
It is. Every Royals fan is like, they hope Bobby opts out so he can get some help and have some fun.
I've had people say that it seems like he's just in purgatory. You've got a young superstar that you drafted 6th overall that for some reason can't seem to get any sort of momentum. One day he hits 5th, the next day he hits 8th, one day he hits 6th, the other day he hits 5th, the next day he hits 7th, the next day he doesn't play. And it's like I watch everybody around that's in that draft class from Connor Griffin to J.J. Weatherholtz to many other players, Roman Anthony. I know he's not living up to his expectations this year so far, but they're giving them chances. They're running them out there. They're letting them know. I was getting memories on Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat this past weekend of being in Omaha, watching Jack Caglione make his way up to the big leagues and all the hype that was there. And to tell you that this is where we're at with him, where we were at before, is very disappointing. So I don't blame him for the inconsistencies that we're seeing in his game. Should he be hitting more home runs? Absolutely. But never knows where he's going to hit, never knows if he's going to play. I mean, I'm sure that they know ahead of the game. I'm not saying that he doesn't know, but to know where you're going to constantly be at. If it's like every day, like, Cags, you're hitting 6th, you're a 5th hitter every single day. You're going to play right field. But you draft a guy 6th overall. You changed his position. He looks like he's figured it out pretty well in right field. And yet you're catering to a guy who's going to be replaced by said player, I would think eventually, and letting him do whatever he wants to do and consistently hit 3rd. And maybe move him down to 7th in the lineup one day, and he gets a hit and 2 walks, and it's like, figure it out, moving back up. So again, I think this is the worst Royals start to a season in my lifetime. It is June 1st. They are 15 games under 500. They are the worst, or statistically the second worst team in the AL, to a team like the Tigers, who have every excuse in the book to be what they are. Their entire pitching staff is, mutilated with injuries. They're probably going to trade Tarek Skubal. He'll be the big move in this trade deadline, I would assume.
Yep.
And there's just nothing to play for the rest of the season, and they're I can't defend them. And so for my overreaction, which you may not think is an overreaction, it's the worst start to a Royals season in my entire lifetime of 38 years of the Earth going around the sun.
And to back you up on that, too, this was really the first season of, true expectation where fans were legitimately excited about what was going to happen with this ball club.
Oh, and now Michael Garcia's hurt.
And then Garcia's hurt, yeah. And then the World Baseball Classic added to that excitement for the fans. And so, based on expectation and result, I'm with you. This is the worst it's been, and we've been through some bad baseball seasons here in Kansas City. Mac, what's your overreaction?
Well, we'll talk basketball throughout the show as Spurs and Knicks are in the finals, a rematch of 1999. OKC missing out, losing Game 6 and Game 7. People are like, oh, the window's already closing. Oh, my gosh, we're talking about back-to-back MVP and all these young guys and all the picks they had and their top 3 players under the age of 25 or under the age of 27. And, wow, they're already out of the finals. They can't beat this young Spurs team. They should not panic. That is my overreaction. Everyone's talking about trading Chet, finding a trade partner for Jalen Williams. Well, they got to go get Giannis.
That's what the NBA seems to do, though. As soon as the season ends, regardless of how good your season was, they talk about trading everybody.
29 other teams, every other team, including OKC, is going to have problems with Victor Wembanyama. There's not a Wemby stopper. Giannis is not going to help you in that way. Chet Holmgren was second in DPOY voting. He was second team All-NBA this year. He's a really good NBA player. He sucked this series. He was terrible. He was more than a shell of himself. Only, I think it was 2 shot attempts in Game 7, 4 points.
Dude, that Game 7 performance by him was...
They should have done it, and they should have done it earlier.
Wow.
They should have gone small.
Maybe an overreaction. He might be screwed the rest of his career.
And I don't disagree with that, Dusty. You have moments like that, you can never get over them, man.
It's going to be a huge deal for him.
He's got that, who we'll talk about, the alien.
Yeah, the alien.
The rest of his career.
The rest of his career. It's not like, Wemby's going to be gone in 2 years and he's going to take over the league. They're about the same, same age, all that kind of stuff came in right around the same time. Wemby ate his lunch the other night, man, and Chet Holmgren just went into a shell.
The Thunder are going to have a come-to-Jesus moment with him and with their front office of okay, is he going to be able to do this and beat this mental hurdle? But he's 23, 24 years old. He's got probably the best bet out of anyone in the league to defend Wembanyama at some point if he can get over that mental hurdle. They should not panic. They're young. They've got a great team. And their second best player, in my opinion, was hurt all series.
Right.
And they still took it to 7. So don't panic.
My overreaction needs help from the text line and from you guys as well. This was year 24 of our baseball trip. And each year at the end of that weekend, we decide where we're going next year. Mm-hmm. And this year was the first time that it turned into a fight. It was 3 against 1, and our friend Britt is the outlier on this. 3 of us think, and we need, and we want to, do Sacramento next year because of the A's playing there for only a couple of years. Britt is screaming and kicking and yelling and overreacting that it's not a real major league ballpark. We shouldn't be doing Sacramento. We just need to wait till they go to Las Vegas. And we're all like, no, A, going to Sacramento adds another year, keeps it going. B, it's unique and different. And C, when we're old, we're all going to talk about, man, we actually did go to Sacramento and see that team play in a minor league ballpark. So I ask you guys, I ask the text line, do we go to Sacramento? Because for the 3 of us, and then one outlier was like, yeah, let's go. We want to see what's going to take place in Sacramento. We want to be part of that. We may never get that again in our lifetime.
I think I'm with Britt.
Okay, why?
I think you just wait until Vegas Stadium opens up.
We're going to go to Vegas too, though.
Yeah, but I don't think you should waste your time on a minor league ballpark because I think you're not going to see the team, right?
Right.
You're going to see the ballpark.
Sure, yeah. Now it's to the point we're just going away.
Yeah,
we're just going to take
You can always go to Sacramento and see that ballpark. I mean, I feel you can. I would go somewhere else. I would go see like an actual Major League Baseball stadium because that's like what's cool because then you can come back and be like, what's interesting is they have this at Comerica, or that's where you went last year, right?
Yeah, last year.
They have these things. They have this. They have all these. Have you been to Texas yet?
Yeah, not the new one. No.
So that'd be where I'd go.
Yeah, we went to the old one, so we've got to go back to the new one.
Because there was a couple people that sent me a shout. I know True Green Thumb went out to Pittsburgh this weekend and had their fun.
Oh,
so that looked great. Yeah. You've been there, so you don't have to worry about that. I would go to Texas.
Texas will be once we get all the other ones taken care of.
So what are the top 3 that you have available?
Well, we still have both New Yorks to go. We still have Las Vegas to go.
Oh, you have to go to a group for it to count?
Yeah.
We went to Yankee Stadium. City Field would be fun.
Yeah, it could be, I guess.
Go to Queens?
I don't know. I'm looking for the experience of something different, something that, we're never going to get the opportunity to do again. That's how I view the Sacramento thing. What do you think, Mac?
Yeah, I think you guys do this trip every year. You'll have opportunities to see all the stadiums that we're bringing up. Yeah,
right.
this one, that opportunity will go away. I would go to Sacramento.
See,
that's the minor league ballpark.
That's where I am on that one. We're going to be doing this. It's not like we've got to
Vegas,
end this.
Go to Texas.
Right. We'll go to all these places. I think when we have an opportunity to do something different and unique, we might as well take advantage of it. Go for it.
Somebody in the text line says that's like saying you saw the Vikings stadium when they played in Minnesota.
So that's okay. Yeah, fine. That would be cool to go to an NFL game at a college stadium just to get that different kind of environment and atmosphere. And that would have been cool because those games were outside. And it was snowing, like that one playoff game with that wide left kick that the guy had. And then you had the old coach of the Vikings come out with no jacket on and just a T-shirt. Like those games would have been cool to go to.
Yeah, someone says, overreaction. If Banana Ball was at Kauffman Stadium every weekend, Kansas City would be a happier place.
That's probably true.
Man, that is a overreaction on a Monday here on 96.5 The Fan. Coming up next, Spurs Knicks, Wednesday night, 7:30. Can't get here soon enough. We dive into the finals here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
Good morning, Kansas City. It's Jack Caglione, and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty. Weekday mornings starting at 6 right here on 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, just got back from a trip, and that means a great Park and Go experience as always. When we fly out of KCI, we use Park and Go, and you should too, for a number of different reasons. Number one, all spots are covered parking. So when you have weather like we did over the weekend, you don't have to worry about your car being ruined when you're at the airport because Park and Go has all covered spots. So your car is always protected, and they make it easy to make your reservation. After you make that flight reservation, just go to bookparkandgo.com and make your parking reservation. Also, you're going to prepay when you do that because that saves money on your daily rate. So you'll get their lowest rate possible and you'll get a covered parking spot reserved for you. Show up on the day of your flight, they'll direct you right to that spot. Pull in and it's off to the airport. You go in seconds. No waiting around at all. And when you get back, just grab your bags, walk outside like I did yesterday. There's the bus, jump on it, and it's right back to the trunk of your car. I was from gate to home in under an hour again with my good friends over at Park and Go, and we live out south. So join their frequent Parker program now and earn points towards free parking. Reserve your spot today at bookparkandgo.com. The best deals in parking. Bookparkandgo.com. Park and Go, family owned and operated.
Man, you got to stop ignoring the obvious signs your bodies are giving you. You're low sex drive, you're low energy. Yeah, it's probably just I'm tired from the weekend. No, all of these things can be a sign of low testosterone. 1 in 4 men over 40 have low testosterone. I'm in my 40s now. You got to pay attention to your health. At Low T Center, it's the original TRT clinic, and they've been changing lives since 2009. So book a free testosterone test today and help get your energy, focus, and sex drive back. That's fixmylowt.com, fixmylowt.com. The world is coming to Kansas City. Is your parking lot ready? Over at Gann Asphalt and Concrete, they'll make sure that your parking lot is inviting, safe, and of course, your project being cost-effective. Find them at GannAsphalt.com. One contractor, all things parking lot.
Mia from the Winnings Desk. Every Missouri lottery ticket helps support Missouri public education. Over $8 billion and counting. I was going to list every school, but yeah, there's over 2,400 of them. See the full list at molottery.com/education. Play it forward and play responsibly.
Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in in lower rates for years to come. So I bumped this up on my list and got it done. I called SelectQuote and couldn't believe how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16 a month. My husband's also 40 and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. Plus, with SelectQuote's same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required and we were covered by the time we hung up. Knowing I have this checked off my list feels amazing, but the peace of mind knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-329-1010. That's 1-800-329-1010. Or go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. That's 1-800-329-1010. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
While the world watches the stars at the FIFA World Cup this summer, Hyundai has its eyes on the next generation of talent. The future stars who are already turning heads at age 14. Because next doesn't wait for an invitation. And neither do we. Hyundai has always moved the future within reach. We did it when we made advanced safety standard on every vehicle and engineered EVs with ultra-fast charging capability. Because the future isn't some far-off concept. It's already here. Next starts now. Hyundai, an official partner of FIFA.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I'm McCall with Lee Summit Subaru, and it's time to make a big deal out of nothing. Announcing Lee Summit Subaru's 0% event.
Get up to 0% on select 2026 Subaru models for up to 72 months.
And we have the largest selection of Subaru certified vehicles in Kansas City, starting as low as 1.9% for 72 months.
0% event and a lifetime warranty. Fall in love with driving again at Lee Summit Subaru.
Based on January 2025 through June 2025 Kansas City inventory listings.
Imagine buying your next car from one dealership.
With the support of many.
With everything you'll ever need.
When you buy from any of the Balderson Auto Group dealerships, you're getting the support from all of our dealerships.
Like our 100 service bays, collision, and detail centers.
And our free exclusive lifetime warranty. No other auto group gives you that.
From north, central, south, the Balderson Auto Group has you covered.
A family committed to
excellence, growth,
and harmony.
Go to bagkc.com.
Brought to you by Climate Control Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Visit ClimateControlKC.com. Climate Control has been serving KC homeowners for over 35 years and know how to get your cooling system ready to handle the scorching hot summer. Schedule your AC system tune-up for just $49. Don't wait. Visit ClimateControlKC.com today. Climate Control Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLInjuryLaw.com.
Brought to you by the Kansas City Auto Show, June 4th through 7th at the Overland Park Convention Center, Northland 35 southbound from 152 into downtown is a 12-minute drive. The Kansas City Auto Show is back, taking over the Overland Park Convention Center with more brands, more test drives, free parking, and all new family-friendly features. Get your tickets now at KansasCityAutoShow.com. The Kansas City Auto Show, June 4th through 7th. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
Good morning and happy Monday, Kansas City, as we power through here on 96.5 The Fan. Got a pretty big game on Wednesday night to start in the Garden. Was it the Space Needle that lit up for Wemby, or what was that in San Antonio? It was in San Antonio, wherever that tower is?
Yes. Yeah, what is that tower called?
Tower of the Americas is what it's called.
There you go. Yeah, that was really cool.
And then I saw the graphic that had the Garden lit up. It said Wednesday at 7:30, and then it had the UFO over the Garden.
Ooh.
He's right.
Let's go.
Yeah, they're not there till Monday, though, at home.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I think it starts in San Antonio,
starts
right?
in San Antonio. I think the West, or I guess they were the higher seed or whatever it was, but I think it starts out there.
Game 3 is the first game in the Garden, which is
Monday night.
Very expensive tickets.
Boy, oh boy. I saw
Unreal.
something yesterday about the comparison. They always do this, how much it would cost to fly to San Antonio, pay for the flight, pay for the hotel, pay for the ticket. And it's usually less than it would be to just buy a ticket in New York, right? And actually, I agree with Darren Rovell on this one, and I don't agree with a lot of what he has to say. I think when we met him at the Super Bowl, he shook hands with Spector with his pinky. I'm almost positive he gave Steven his pinky to shake, right?
Pinky shake.
Yeah, one of those, it was just an odd handshake. But he had the comment, and I do agree with this. He goes, yeah, but you're paying that money to get the atmosphere of the Garden, right? Like, yeah, you can go watch these games in San Antonio, and the product is still what it is, but it's not the atmosphere of being at Madison Square Garden. And that's why those tickets are so expensive, because this is one of those events, I think anyway, that if you're rich, this is going to be a FOMO type of deal. And there's a lot of people with a lot of disposable income in New York City that are going to be buying these tickets, and they're not even going to think twice about the $4,000 get-in or whatever it is to go watch the NBA Finals at Madison Square Garden. They just want to be in the building.
You think the Spurs are the next dynasty, man?
I do. Yeah, I think they could be trending that way. Who else in sports right now, and I'm asking you guys because I don't know the right answer to this, that you could kind of put into that category? I mean, they've got a great young core that's, 2 years ahead? Are they 2 years ahead, or are they a year ahead of where they're supposed to be, right?
I think they're more. When Wemby's 22.
I know. So are they 3 years ahead of where they're supposed to be? I mean,
we say that most of these great players don't win a title till you're 27. So if you really want to go off that, he's 5 years ahead of schedule. You're talking about he would be the third youngest player ever to win a finals.
To win a finals in NBA, in a starting role, or like what? Because I'm sure there's been like a bench guy or something.
I think it's all-star,
somebody that matters, right? Yes. Yeah, that's fine. Just phrase it like that. He'll be the youngest guy that matters to actually win something. And they've got a great young core, right? They beat the defending champs, last night or 2 nights ago in Game 7 when they probably weren't supposed to be there.
On the road,
yeah. On the road.
Environment.
In that crazy environment. And so I was thinking about it on, I guess it was Saturday night, maybe it was yesterday morning. Like, when you start to think about the next great American dynasty, Taylor Swift song, to be part of, the conversation with the Kansas City Chiefs, who is it right now in sports? Because I don't know that baseball necessarily has a dynasty right now. Maybe it is considered the Dodgers if you want, but they're not the next one. I think the Spurs are that team right now that they've arrived on the scene, guys, and I don't know about you. I don't know that I see an end in sight for when this thing may end, and the fact that they're here a couple of years early says a lot about that organization.
I mean, especially where they came from.
Right, yeah.
They drafted Wemby, had 2 horrible seasons, changed coaches, and boom, finals.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got to hold up, because we'll see what the Knicks can do. Because I think what's great about the story, because I don't know the answer to that. I mean, in the NFL, shoot, man.
Who is it in the NFL? You'd have to still say the Chiefs are there, right? Maybe part 2 of their new dynasty.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see
I would
what
say that.
I'd like to see what Caleb Williams can do with the Bears, because I think they're on schedule.
Yeah.
Right, like his first year, got the new coach, changed the way they went, got to the NFC divisional round this year and lost.
Yeah, I believe so. Yep.
And then because your NFC title game was Seattle and the Rams.
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, we'll see what Caleb Williams can do, because the North is obviously a gauntlet with the Packers and the Vikings and the Lions, and you have the Bears as well. So we'll see if they can do that with his expectations. And now they're kind of leaning into their young receiving core in Adunze and Luther Burden from Mizzou.
Patriots.
Ben Johnson, Patriots, we'll see.
Maybe, but the scandal with the coach, man, like how is that going to impact things, right? It'll be interesting to watch them perform this year and see, what they can do. But I look around sports, and there's not many of these budding dynasties that we have. And you look at the Spurs, and it's hard not to say they've got everything it takes to be a mainstay for the next 10 years at this level, right?
100%.
And they also have the organizational history and the organizational, structure behind them. That's why you can believe in a team like the San Antonio Spurs, because they have that organizational DNA that's in place. I mean, Peter Holt was collecting the trophy the other night. He's been there since they started this thing back in the mid-'90s with this organization. Greg Popovich is still around making key speeches along the way. I mean, let's not say, this guy who's coaching the San Antonio Spurs has done an unbelievable job. But these couple of key moments by Greg Popovich, meeting Wemby on the runway, speaking to them after I think it was Game 5 where he met the team and delivered a fired-up type of speech for them, using Greg Popovich at the right times. The organization structurally is in an amazing place with the people and the infrastructure that they have. That's why you knew the Spurs were going to be back, and that's why it was an organization that you could believe in, even when they were having a couple of lean years.
They've been here before, for sure, and they've refined stars, and they know how to do this, and it's so fun to see Mitch Johnson be a part of the new era, but also letting Greg Popovich still be that leader for that team. I think
the Royals ought to lean on Ned more in these situations, you know? Call him up.
Yeah, every organization could probably do a little bit better at that. I think when you talk about next dynasties, I think it's fun. The NBA is in a great spot because the answer is in the Western Conference. It's the team they just beat.
Yeah.
It's the Oklahoma City Thunder. They're the team best in sports next to the Spurs, set up for a dynasty. And they're going to be facing each other for the next decade. Their whole core is under 28, 27 years old. They've got the back-to-back MVP. They've already won a title. They've got the best GM in the sport, maybe in all of sports right now. They've got hella picks. They've got their two best players signed, and we'll see if they decide to max out Chet Holmgren and what they do there. But, yeah, that's what makes it fun. The NBA's got two teams with stars and young talent that's just going to keep on going.
Now, let me ask you this, though, and I speak from an unbiased, I don't give a rip fan perspective. Wouldn't it be cool just to see them alternate every year so we don't have to have the conversations? Did either of these dynasties live up to what they were supposed to? You know, like the Manning-Brady type of conversation that we had. I'd like to see it go back and forth where each year another team is advancing further. They're playing each other in the playoffs all the time and creating these compelling postseason series, because that was a compelling postseason series.
Yeah, I would say, to take a little bit from the text line, let's let the Spurs see if they can win one first.
For sure.
Because right now, Oklahoma City is that team that you're asking about in sports, like who's set up to be the next dynasty, and Matt kind of pivoted that way as well. The Thunder are there. They've done it. They've won one. Now they got to get back because, I mean, the Pacers have been there. The Celtics we thought could maybe be that, and they kind of had injuries, then folded in the playoffs. So let's see if the Spurs can get it done first, because now you have Wemby versus Brunson, which is another storyline of this finals, because who needs it more, right? Wemby, he wins. He's the face of the league. Plain and simple. Jalen Brunson wins. He's the mayor of New York. Wemby wins.
He's on the GOAT track.
He was always supposed to, right? He was supposed to be here. He's supposed to be that player that can change a franchise, right? They get him in San Antonio, and all of a sudden people are like, they can't keep getting away with this. Like, they have these bad years. Popovich gets Wemby just like he got Tim Duncan, and now all of a sudden Tim Duncan and the Spurs that once played the Knicks in the finals, now it's Wemby playing the Spurs or the Knicks in the finals. And Brunson was never given a chance to get here. And now we're talking about Jalen Brunson maybe being the best fourth quarter player in the game right now. So I'm interested who needs this title more, because the Knicks have been champing at the bit for a title. Like, they're the only team in New York that I know of that unanimously is not hated. People hate the Jets because they suck and they just hate the Jets. People don't like the Yankees because they just always have won, 27 World Series titles, and you just call them the evil empire. Nobody likes the Mets. Everyone's like, yeah, the Mets are just pitiful, like whatever. But the Knicks, man, like, they're in the heart of New York. Like, the Garden is in the heart of New York, right? You can go outside the Garden and see the Empire State Building. Like, it's all right there. And I don't know if there's anybody really out there that hates the Knicks. And I'm really interested to know, are people wanting Wemby to win and see what happens with the Spurs moving forward? Or are people like, let the Knicks get it? Let the Knicks enjoy this? Or is it still just kind of like, yeah, F New York?
Yeah, I don't think either of those guys need a title at this point in time. Josh Allen needs a title. Aaron Judge needs a title. Those guys need it for their legacy. This is the first time either of these two guys are truly on, this big type of stage. Now, if we get here 3 years in a row and somebody's 0-3 or something like that, then we can say this guy needs a title. But I don't think, obviously the perception is going to change of them, but I don't think they need it. I don't think Jalen Brunson needs that title right now. Now, if this is, again, third straight finals and he hasn't gotten one,
I don't know if he'll ever make another one.
Then you need that. We don't know that. We just don't know.
Yeah, I would but the chances are that he won't.
Chances are the Spurs won't be back either. I mean, look at what's happened the last 3 years. It's been two different teams every year in the NBA Finals. We've had no recidivism, right? No repeating of the matchups in the NBA Finals. So the odds of recent vintage would say it's going to be hard to get back. And so I think Wemby, obviously, he's got a lot more time than Jalen Brunson because he's only 22 years old. Not that Brunson's some old guy that we're pushing out the door.
He'll be 30 next year.
Or anything like that.
Small guard, 30 years old.
30 years old, but yeah, he's getting to that point where you start to wonder. So I don't think either of these guys necessarily need this title at all. I think it's more about the American fan base wanting a certain team to win. Like maybe you don't want to root against, Wemby because you've always loved the Spurs, or maybe you don't want to root for New York because you always think they're the big bad team. But I think that perception has changed right now. I think the general public wants to see the New York Knicks win this thing. Absolutely take care of business and win it, because I think everybody knows what the situation's going to be like if the Knicks do win this thing, and it's going to be a party like we've never seen before.
You said Ned Yost. You said Greg Popovich. The text line says the Royals could lean on the ghost of Walter Matthau from the Bad News Bears and be better. We'll get into it a little bit more on the Royals, because they're not just losing. They're getting their ass absolutely kicked here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City Sports.
BBL Stinky.
Good morning, Kansas City. It's Carter Jensen, and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty, weekday mornings starting at 6, right here on 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you, my friends over at the Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2 want to make life easy for everybody, especially if you have an HVAC company and you're an HVAC contractor. The folks over at Sheet Metal Workers Number 2 are going to provide you a flexible workforce for all of your project demands, timelines, and economic conditions. And there's absolutely no cost to become a partner contractor with the Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2. They're going to help you adjust the size and the skills and deployment of your workforce, which gives you the power to go out and bid on every project that suits your business model. They'll provide the best trained manpower specifically for the HVAC industry, along with training for your current employees. And Local 2 has spent almost 140 years here in Kansas City, so they got relationships that are better than anybody, and there's no downside. It's completely free with zero obligation. Just straightforward information on how they can help grow your business and your profit margins. Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2. We're an old union with a new perspective on business. Learn more at sheetmetal2.org.
Spring is here, and as the weather heats up, the sports action heats up at Circa Sports. From baseball to basketball, hockey to golf, Circa Sports has it all. Circa Sports isn't just sports betting, it's sports betting the way it should be. High limits, player-friendly pricing, and exceptional customer service. Whether you're looking for playoff futures or props on your favorite players and more, Circa Sports has you covered. Download the Circa Sports app or visit circasports.com today. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
By now, you've heard that Booth Creek Wagyu steaks and beef are the best tasting, most flavorful cuts you've ever had. And if you don't believe us, try it for free. Try Booth Creek Wagyu anytime at 95th and Knoll or 135th and Metcalf. Stop by our store and we'll prepare a free mouth-watering sample of your selected choice cut. Heart-healthy, low-cholesterol, authentic American, full-blooded Wagyu steaks and beef. We know you'll love it as much as we do. Crafted for exceptional beginnings. Join the Booth Creek Wagyu revolution at boothcreekwagyu.com. Community Blood Center is teaming up with the Kansas City Royals for our annual Royals Weeks. This Wednesday, join us at the K for the Royals Blood Drive from 9 to 3. All who come to donate can choose between 2 Royals tickets or a limited edition Royals t-shirt. Can't make the drive? Now through June 14th, stop by one of our 8 centers or blood drive to donate to receive 2 tickets. All tickets are subject to availability to one select Royals home game this season. Schedule your donation today at savealifenow.org or call 877-468-6844.
Hi, Toby Tobin along with Jason Goodenkoff from Lewisburg Ford, Lewisburg, Kansas. Hi, Jason.
Hello, Toby.
So what is going on at Lewisburg Ford?
Hey, we've got an amazing promotion right now, Toby. We've got employee pricing for everyone. That means you don't have to negotiate price and you can buy a brand new Ford just like a Ford employee can. It's a big benefit to them. Now it's a big benefit to everybody.
But now the dealers are all the same as you?
Every dealer's going to be the same price. So the only thing that makes a difference is the dealer who you're working with. And Lewisburg Ford is the best, okay? I'm touting how good we are.
Okay.
23 President's Award, the number one F-150 dealer in the Kansas City area 9 years in a row, and the biggest F-150 dealer for 5 years in the state of Kansas.
I know you are the best place to buy a Ford.
We're going to take better care of you than anybody.
Period. Yes.
Absolutely.
How long is this going on?
Well, we can come to you, and we're going to do this through the 7th of July. So if you want us to come to you, we can come to you, or we'd love to see you in Lewisburg.
What's your toll-free number?
816-444-2300.
Or LewisburgFord.com.
This is the highlight of my morning.
Hey, what's up? It's Island.
And I'm Josh.
And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit is that it's our go-to morning comfort.
And you've got that nice golden fluffy egg.
With a soft, flaky biscuit.
Crispy bacon.
Melty cheese.
You want something quick, you want something convenient, but most of all, you want something good.
There's no better way to start your morning.
There we go.
Start off the morning with a Chick-fil-A Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit with Simply Orange Juice. Order on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/team. That's ZipRecruiter.com/team.
ZipRecruiter. Brought to you by Blue KC is the Coaches with Character program. Do you know a rock star high school coach in your district? Nominate them for the Blue KC Coaches with Character program at bluekc.com/nominate coaches with character. Let's make our coaches feel special and make our community a better place to live, work, and play.
Royals coverage is brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Traffic for Jay's Southland Tow Service. Be in the know and call Jay's Southland Tow. Missouri sign 70 westbound Grand Valley. The Blue Springs very heavy with trouble before 7 highway stalled in the left lane. Through the Grandview Triangle very slow on 470 westbound and then getting onto 435 heavy with an accident before 103rd. Having unexpected car trouble or just in a car accident, call Jay's Southland Tow Service 816-779-4869 or southlandtow.com. Use the tow service trusted by most local police departments. They can do it all. So be in the know and call Jay's Southland Tow. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
The Cody and Gold Garage Sale benefiting the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum is on Wednesday, June 10th on your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan. KFNC FM and AM, HD1 and HD2 Kansas City, an Odyssey sports station.
Back at it on a Monday here on 96.5 The Fan. Don't forget, this year we have partnered with KCUC, who is donating $50 to Prostate Cancer Foundation for every home run the boys in blue hit this season. 1 in 8 men will face prostate cancer. Early detection saves lives at KCUC, Kansas City's largest, most experienced, and most advanced urology team. You see the best in KC. Schedule today at kcuc.com. $2,500 so far totaled up for this season with 50 home runs hit for the boys in blue. So that's something we can root for. Just hit home runs if you're going to keep getting
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
So I think this is where the frustration lies for me with the Royals. And again, we can talk post-June 1st acquisitions. I don't know if A.J. Brown has landed in Kansas City. I know Leo Messi has.
Messi's here, yeah.
Right? Gets here and tornado sirens go off.
What a way to welcome to the World Cup. Oh, my God, what the hell's going on here?
What's a tornado?
Take cover.
But it's okay. Trying to be as great as I can in this topic. Accountability is something that we talked about with the Chiefs, right? Like 6-11, the offense was stagnant, and things need to be changing because we felt like there was some nepotism involved with coaching, whether it was Connor Embry or Todd Pinkston, whoever it may be. And in comes Eric Bieniemy, in comes DeMarco Murray, here comes Chad O'Shea, here comes, a whole new regime after one disappointing year, right? Because the main narrative we hit was that it's stale and you're wasting Patrick Mahomes' youth, right? He's 30, almost 31 years old. He's a father of 3, which is still amazing to me to say that out loud.
God love him for that. Two's plenty, man.
Yeah,
you go from playing man-to-man to the prevent or the zone defense.
So he was at the Bananas game this weekend with his entire family, and you're like, wow, I remember when that guy was a rookie in the league going to the, Post Malone concert and having the little center stage with his family and his teammates and all that, and everybody's going nuts and whatnot, and it was, now life is here, right? And I thought the really weird thing was we were watching on the NFL Network this weekend, they had a replay of the 2007 AFC Championship game, which was Brady versus Manning in Indianapolis, and it was when Manning finally got Tom. And it was, to see what Bill Belichick looked like in 2007, and I had this moment where I'm like, we're watching Tom Brady right now, and he's probably the same age as Patrick Mahomes is today. So in 2007, I don't know how old Tom Brady was, but I bet he was 30. Because I think he was 30 or 31 when he tore his ACL in 08. Is that when he did that?
No, that was 2010 because 08 was the Randy Moss awesome year. So I think that was 2010.
So he might have been like 28, 29 in 07.
Yeah.
And then the next game after was the Super Bowl of the Bears and the Colts. And the first play of the game is obviously Devin Hester taken to the house in Miami Stadium where he played college, which was...
He was 30, exactly.
30 years old. So he was the exact same age as Patrick Mahomes is today.
Crazy.
When I was watching that AFC Championship game, which was nuts. And you know how it ended. Tom Brady over the middle, slant route got jumped, interception, Indianapolis, 3 knees. And Peyton Manning, even though he's about to go to his first Super Bowl, he's, get over it, come on. It's like, can you just enjoy the moment?
No.
No, I will when I put my knee down and the clock hits 0. So with the Royals, it's not just losing. It's not just not living up to expectations. It's not having a roster. Because you mentioned Pioli and Haley.
Yeah.
That was a blank show of a roster for the Chiefs. Like that just was there wasn't a whole lot of talent on that team. Defensively, they were set up.
I beg to differ because they had 6 or 7 Pro Bowlers on that team, and Todd Haley, Andy Reid came in the following year and took a 2-14 team and made them 11-5 and went to the playoffs. So there was talent.
But I mean, they had Matt Castle.
Yeah.
But the talent was defensively heavy, right?
Very
It was like
good
Tamba,
defense,
Justin, Eric Berry, all those guys.
Derek.
Yeah, Johnson was there as well. So like there was talent. But
Jamal.
But you'd have to say there's probably more promised talent on this Royals team that was maybe on that Chiefs team.
Yeah,
right? Tamba was getting older. Houston was getting ready to get out of that. They were getting ready to get rid of that contract and move on from him.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why it's frustrating. But the most frustrating part is there's no life, and they're getting their asses absolutely kicked. Walker gives up 4 runs in the first. Jack Leiter it looks like a Cy Young on Sunday. It seems every game they're down 2-0, 4-0, 5-0, and you look at the games, they've lost 13 of their last 16. They've lost 6 in a row. They've lost 6-3, 7-6, 9-1, 7-0, 15-1, 5-0. They win the game against the Mariners. It was like the last win they've had. They won 2 out of 3 against the Mariners. So they won 8 they won 1 8-6, 5-0, but they lose 2-0, 4-3, 7-1, 3-1, 4-2. There's no life. And all the eyes and all the faces just look bleak. They look just completely disheveled. There's just that 1,000-yard stare that is just like, man, we have another 75 games left this season or whatever the number is. And that to me is the problem, because if I put myself in my worker shoes in the restaurant industry, if you get one bad review, it's like, okay, maybe that guy just had a bad day. But if there's like 7 or 8 reviews every single day of poor quality and poor stuff, I guarantee you the director of operations of that restaurant's going to be in our restaurant the next day, and that general manager is gone because the restaurant is failing from the inside out. And it's not about necessarily how you present yourself outward. It all starts inward with yourself. And right now, there's just no life. And the fan base is not mad. They're not disappointed. They're frustrated.
Right.
And we talk about that all the time with your dads back in the day when they'd be like, I'm not mad at you, I'm just disappointed. And that's worse to hear than I'm mad at you.
Sure it is.
And so when you see that they have this talent and this, what is it, that the quality starts?
They have the most quality starts in baseball and the 3rd worst record in baseball.
They're 16
second most.
They're like, 16-14 or something like that in quality starts?
Yeah.
You should, out of those 30 games, you should be like 25-5 with a quality start.
You look at what the other teams are with quality starts, and it's an
disgusting.
insane number over 500.
And it's in a quality start is your pitcher's going at least 6 innings and giving up 2 or fewer. Your offense can't hit. Andy Reid's offense couldn't move the ball. And not Todd Haley, but Andy
Reid,
Matt Nagy, Andy Reid. Matt Nagy's gone. Eric Bieniemy's back. DeMarco Murray's here. Connor Embry's gone. Chad O'Shea's here. And they pivoted because that wasn't what they should be doing. And now your offense can't score. Your closer can't get anybody out. People are making errors. They're pressing. They're lifeless. They're defeated. And yet we're sitting here going, stick with us.
No. You can't do that anymore, right? The stick with us stuff is done. You know, you're sending a message to your fans right now that what's going on is okay because you're not making changes. And when you don't make changes, the interpretation is that everything is going to be okay. And you're okay with everything that is going on. When changes get made, it shows management that, hey, we're not happy, we're not satisfied. We're going to make changes. And until John Sherman's willing to make those changes as the steward of this franchise, then here we're going to sit with this organization that is showing their fan base by not making changes. They're acceptive of this play that the Royals are putting out on the field right now. They're on pace to go 60-102, okay? Let me put that into even more perspective for you. To get even back to 500, they have to go 59-44 the rest of the way, a 573 winning percentage. You're essentially, according to Casey Royale, my therapist, also known as AI for this one, you're asking this team that has lost 6 straight to play like a 93-win playoff team for the next 4 months just to get back to 500. That's not the case. This team doesn't have the fight. They don't have the drive. And I don't know if they have the leadership right now to be able to turn something like this around.
No way.
Somebody says they've been outscored by 53 runs over the last 20 games.
Okay.
Yep. 0-6 in the last 6, 48-14 in those 6 games.
Yeah, I was going to get to that too. 48-17 is what I had, that they were outscored, whatever it was.
Gotcha. I'm getting that from Royals Kingdom, so I don't know if I could check it.
0-6, 48-17, 48-16, whatever it is. BBL stinky. That's really bad. I mean, you got outscored by the Yankees 26-4, and then you go down to Texas, and this is where you losing to the Yankees, fine. You just got beat by a Texas team that isn't very good, right? And it shows you how bad you are, because a team that people look at and say isn't very good, other than the Saturday game, pretty much had their way with you. You lost 9-1 on Friday night, and then you lost 6-3 where you're down 6-0 in that game, and a Michael Massey late 2-run home run changes the score and the perception of all of that. But you got your doors blown off again, and, this Urseg is closer. I know that, you didn't have the right situation at the beginning of the year with Estevez out there, but that's on the organization to have an idea that this guy wasn't ready, and they still rolled him out there on the first 3 weeks, three games of the season, and let him take early losses that kind of set this thing into that downward spiral. That's on Quatrero. That's on J.J. Piccolo. That's on the front office. You have to know the health of your players, and you have to be able to tell your players that you're not healthy and you're not playing in this game. And they totally messed that up with Estevez, and they've not recovered from that. And they didn't have anybody on the roster that was ready to go to be that fill-in. And they knew Estevez wasn't going to be there. In February, we were talking about his velocity. And that was an entire month before the season started. You go make a trade. You go sign somebody. You go make a move. They did nothing of that nature.
Speaking of people that aren't doing anything, doing something, free agent wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. is going to work out with the Giants today.
Shocker.
And Juju as well.
And Juju Smith-Schuster.
But the problem is, though, guys, and I will go back to this. I know people roll their eyes about them charging for bags and for refills now. That's a microcosm of a bigger problem, in my opinion. You're nickel and diming things right now. That's not good.
No.
Yeah, that's scary.
That's not good. If you're nickel and diming things, what does that say about the financials?
Gotta figure out how to make money on this. I really want to. Kid in a candy store Friday. Your boy Mac went to OTAs.
I know.
To dive into his notebook on the other side here.
Can't wait.
I need more information on this unit that I saw a picture of this weekend here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for the Kansas City Chiefs.
You're listening to Fescoe and Dusty, brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Tune in to hear Royals insider Josh Vernier every Monday at 8:20.
Professor Vernier sitting up here, bloviating.
On your home for Royals baseball, 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you something. My friends at Window World are doing great things all over Kansas City. They're big supporters of Dayton Morse CU and the Major Leagues Foundation, so that means they care about our local community, and they care about us as well. They want to make sure you have the best replacement windows in your house, because now we're getting into that season where, hey, it's air conditioning season, and the last thing you want to do is have that AC unit running and cooling the outside. You want to make sure that all of that cold air is staying inside. Keep those energy bills down and keep your house feeling awesome. Window World can help with all of that. And we speak from firsthand experience because we have over 30 windows in our house from Window World. A few years ago when we needed them, it was the only phone call we made. We said we're getting replacement windows from Window World. And they've had business for over 20 years right here in Kansas City and the surrounding area. Plus, with a lifetime warranty that covers all parts, glass breakage, and labor, you have absolutely nothing to worry about. So get on the phone now and get those replacement windows installed. Call them at 1-800-GET-WINDOWS. That's 1-800-GET-WINDOWS or at windowskansascity.com. 1-800-GET-WINDOWS. It's Window World.
Hi, I'm Dustin, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. As a diamond sourcing expert, I'll tell you just how differently we source our diamonds so your engagement ring can be the most beautiful. We work directly with our diamond partners who reserve the best stones just for us. We handpick and inspect each diamond, then negotiate the best price. At Shane Company, we believe this is the only way to properly buy a diamond, because a friend goes the extra mile to make sure you get your dream diamond at your dream price. Visit us in store or at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Hi, folks. Bob, Blue Springs Ford. Hey, Blaine, I know we've got employee pricing going on right now for everyone, but what's the difference in pricing?
Great question. 2026 Escape starting at $26,000.
That's thousands of dollars off.
2026 Expeditions?
Oh, I know this is going to be good.
How about up to $10,000 off MSRP? And Lightning up to $18,000 off. Plus, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty for free.
Folks, go to BlueSpringsFord.com right now, because this ends soon.
Imagine buying your next car from one dealership.
With the support of many.
With everything you'll ever need.
When you buy from any of the Balderson Auto Group dealerships, you're getting the support from all of our dealerships.
Like our 100 service bays, collision, and detail centers.
And our free exclusive lifetime warranty. No other auto group gives you that.
From north, central, south, the Balderson Auto Group has you covered.
A family committed to
excellence, growth,
and harmony.
Go to bagkc.com.
While the world watches the stars at the FIFA World Cup this summer, Hyundai has its eyes on the next generation of talent. The future stars who are already turning heads at age 14. Because next doesn't wait for an invitation, and neither do we. Hyundai has always moved the future within reach. We did it when we made advanced safety standard on every vehicle and engineered EVs with ultra-fast charging capability. Because the future isn't some far-off concept, it's already here. Next starts now. Hyundai, an official partner of FIFA.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
When you're at work, you never know when you'll be interrupted. But with the Dell Pro, powered by Intel Core Ultra with vPro, no matter what distracts you, your laptop won't. It's battery optimized for the way you work, with built-in intelligence that quiets distractions when you need to focus. Your laptop will help keep you locked in, even when it's bring your dog to work day. Built for those who stay in the flow. The Dell Pro, built for you. Dell.com/Dell-Pro.
Performance matters in intimate moments. Don't let ED ruin them. This is Jeff for Heartland Men's Health, and I want to assure you that if you're like the vast majority of guys, you don't have to suffer with ED anymore. In fact, you might be pleasantly surprised at how the right treatments could positively impact your love life. At Heartland Men's Health, our advanced medical therapies go far beyond pills. We have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, and we offer specific and combinative treatments that can dramatically enhance both your performance and your stamina. You could even last up to an hour or more and bring a far greater level of intimacy to both you and the one you love, perhaps performing like you haven't in years. So call us today and find out why our advanced treatment strategies offer so much more. Your first visit is just $99 and gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 844-447-6600 or go to heartlandmenshealth.com. Heartland Men's Health, advanced medical science to improve men's lives.
The countdown to the World Soccer Championship is brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City. From here, for wherever you are, that's the benefit of blue. Visit bluekc.com/benefit of blue for more information. You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
What's up? It's Patrick Mahomes, and you're listening to The Home for Chiefs Football. 96.5 The Fan.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Missouri side 70 westbound Grand Valley to Blue Springs. Very heavy hitting delays past the Buckner exit. Stays slow, not quite to 7 Highway. Looks like that stall has cleared, so things starting to unwind. Grandview Triangle 49 northbound, very slow coming up from Blue Ridge Boulevard, just crawling up to Red Bridge with a stalled in the left center lane. Past that, things are heavy in the Grandview Triangle 470 westbound onto 435 with an accident before 103rd. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
Monday morning here on 96.5 The Fan.
And A-Rod to join our conversation already in progress, Dusty. 4 home runs shy of 700.
Good.
God, that would suck. You get so close to those big milestones. The reason we're talking about that in break, Dusty asked, do I think Aaron Judge will get to 600 home runs?
Someone asked on Baseball History Nut, he's got 385 home runs, and he's 34 years old. Does he reach 600? Damn. I miss Sosa, Tomey. And who else did I miss?
You missed Sosa,
A-Rod.
you missed Tomey, and A-Rod, yeah.
A-Rod would have had 700 if he wouldn't get suspended for 200 games.
But that is true. He'd be well past. I mean, Dusty, he is 66 home runs away from being tied with Barry Bonds for the lead. Had he not sat out all that time because of the steroid stuff, he probably would have passed Barry Bonds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What NBA team does he partially own?
Minnesota.
That's
Timberwolves.
Is that did that ever happen? Though
I think that happened.
Did it
Yeah, I
happen?
think that's the thing.
Is he officially in on that?
I think that's official.
All right.
This is kind of funny from Jacob Mizorowski. So a reporter asked him, what do you think of your month of May? He goes, it was pretty good. Reporter responds back, goes, you had a 0.23 ERA and 6 starts. He goes, I mean, that's decent. I just want to collect Pokemon cards and throw 103 miles per hour.
What did I see yesterday? His first 12 pitches were over 100 miles an hour or something like that to start the game. I mean, that is...
So is that going to be a thing?
Well, I mean, for him, obviously it is.
Obviously for him, but that's one guy doing it. In 15 years, are there 10 guys doing it?
I would hope not, because you're not going to last long throwing that fast. You got to learn how to be Greg Maddux. I mean, again, those pitching videos that he has that pop up every once in a while in the feed. There was another one that popped up over the weekend that I saw. You just forget how good I think at times Greg Maddux was. He was a legit artist. I mean, he was a pitching artist. He wasn't a thrower. He was a guy that knew how to go up there and do what he needed to do to get guys out. That's why he lasted so long. He was never overpowering anybody, but we're in that day and age now where everybody wants to overpower everybody, and you're seeing elbows and arms get blown out. Learn how to pitch, get pitching back, know how to throw strike one. That's where, we were over the weekend watching, the Nationals game, and my God, 10 pitchers for the Nationals and Padres combined, and nobody could throw strike one. Like, what's wrong with that? Throw a damn strike up there. Let's go.
Yeah. Speaking of, I saw this over the weekend. Mizorowski, he's obviously like a huge Pokemon card collector. He's got like a binder that's bigger than he is, and there's been video of him pulling like some rare Pokemon cards. The company Pokemon revealed that 10 billion cards were printed in the last year. Okay?
Wow.
So just wait. Over 10% of all the cards ever made were printed between April of 25 and March of 26.
Oh my God!
Wow, yeah,
wow.
Like ever.
But I mean that's
crazy.
But that's like screwing the market up though
sure
too.
I mean the market's effed anyway.
Yeah, for Pokemon cards, you're putting all these cards out here. It becomes junk. They become 10-cent commons like we had back in the day in the 80s and 90s. Where you're like, I don't want Dale Mahorsic or whoever the hell this is on my card. I don't need that.
Another Charizard?
Yeah, exactly. You start to get all these crap cards. You're like, I don't want any of that. So.
I did get a Murakami card this weekend.
Wow.
See what happens there.
There you go. Too bad he's hurt right now.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
Yeah. Is it like a base. I don't know the
just like
correct
a base
verbiage.
moment. Yeah.
How was your OTA experience?
Come on, you know it was amazing.
Your video with the wide receiver coach was really good. Got me excited.
Yes.
Like I watched that video and I'm like, okay, this is what coaching is about.
Exactly.
You know, this is. But he's teaching these guys from day one, from step one,
Passionate.
from the base of how to be a wide receiver in the NFL. I thought that was a beautiful video that you put up there because I got excited about it because I go, this is what we've needed and wanted. Here is information being disseminated from a guy who has 17 years of experience teaching these players how to be wide receivers. And you could already see just from that standpoint alone, that breath of fresh air on the coaching staff, we've got ourselves a new life going on over at Arrowhead. But you were out there. I mean, that was the 1-minute video that you put. I took that away from it. You were out there, so you got more than I can say about it.
No, the vibe was contagious. That what you saw from Chatty O'Shea, it felt like that everywhere. And I think that started with obviously the accountability that Eric Bieniemy has brought back to this organization. But the refocus of the whole narrative, whether you talk about the front office, head coach Andy Reid, or the players, it seems they are locked in, and there is a controlled intensity is the vibe that I'm kind of using right now. It is a controlled intensity right there in that building. Everyone knows what's at hand. They know the objective is one goal, and it is to get back. We've forgotten about the 6-11. Forget that. We're recentering, and it is just so fun to watch. You know, you talk about Chad O'Shea. I love watching the players in that clip because I remember last year, and I brought this up to Dusty on Friday, but before, Connor Embry was even a conversation. I remember going to some practices and seeing the wide receiver rooms, hands in their pants, dancing, talking, lackadaisical, not standing up straight. And I know that's like football BS, but
no, but all that matters. It does. It matters.
It absolutely matters.
It matters.
That was so night and day from when I went there that one day, and I'll be there again this week. I think Wednesday is the availability, so I'll go back. Oh, can't wait.
Yeah, but that's being a professional, though. That's being an adult and acting
setting
the right
standard.
way and setting the standard. And they have not had that. Is anybody, taking over for Rashee Rice and making sure that they can go out there and maybe have a lockdown on one of these top positions before he gets out of the pen?
Well, Jalen Royals is my guy that I'm going to be excited about again this year. I'm so pumped on him. I think he's a really good player. I don't think he got the chance last season. I think obviously we know what coaching lacked on the offensive side.
He didn't have coaching last year, yeah.
So I'm giving him this other chance. He just looks like a physical specimen. I want to see him with the ball in his hands. So that's someone that I'm going to be looking at on Wednesday. I'm also excited to look at more of the defense, those young guys in the defense. Saw a little bit of Delane, but I want to see Woods and
hard to tell from a defensive lineman standpoint.
For sure, to tell
anything.
The
Underwear Olympics this day. Of course, you want to see
him,
right? Yeah. But I guess the other guys that are on the defensive line and on defense have been raving about some of these younger players too. So, I mean, obviously that's what they're going to do at this point of the season. It's what we do in spring training and training camp. We get excited, and then we actually get to see them play, and a lot of things change by the time that they go out there. But I'm glad there's the excitement back, and I think that's important. I feel like maybe there's a confidence back now too with this organization where they didn't have it last year, right?
Yes.
I think everybody's feeling really good right now about where this football team is.
Everybody's ready for football.
Yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely. But yeah, we're 100 days. Game 1 is 100 days away from today.
Yeah, we get the.
What's our 100 questions going into the 100 days of football? Right?
Max, start us off.
Start us off.
Get
What's
going.
your question? Because I see one up there. Who's the guy you want to show out in OTAs?
There you go.
Is that our 100th question?
Day 100.
Yeah, day 100. Emmett Johnson for me.
Yes.
The big tall wide receiver from Cincinnati that was undrafted. Caldwell. Yeah. I wanted. Did you see anything from him? I mean,
I just saw normal drills. He looked good. He looks good running. I mean, he looks really big.
Is he really like really intimidating
tall.
out there?
Yes.
Like, whoa.
He's head and shoulders. Yes.
Is he? Okay.
Yes.
I know you were traveling, but did you see the video that kind of went viral of the Chargers scout about the first time they saw Mahomes?
Oh, no, I did not.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay. Before we get into one word, can I play this?
Absolutely.
This is so good.
Is in that week 1 matchup, we learned just who Patrick Mahomes was. I'll never forget sitting in the press box with all the other pro scouts and the GM and everybody watching Mahomes throw a quick slant, no look, Tyreek Hill, and Tyreek Hill takes it 80 yards to the house, second play of the game, and you knew right then and there we are f***ed. And it was just a horrible feeling where it's like you felt helpless, because you truly thought that without Alex Smith and them breaking in your quarterback, we would be able to compete for the division. And we did compete. We actually both went 12-4, but we never really had a chance. Patrick Mahomes, from that day on, was the best quarterback in the league, and the Chargers, we were screwed.
And there you see the importance of the F word, because that does not have as big an impact if he says, "Oh, we were screwed," but when he says we are bleeped, that is why the F word is so important to the American language.
And you knew right then and there, we are
One word.
First name is blank, and he goes on a cruise. He goes on a Caribbean cruise.
Katie Holmes.
No.
Are you listening?
What's your least favorite thing about working with yourself?
Body odor. You get one word.
On the count of 3, name your favorite dinosaur. 1, 2, 3. Velociraptor.
This is one word on Fescoe and Dusty.
1, 2, 3.
Oatmeal raisin.
That's right. It's one word time, baby. On a Monday, one word is brought to you by the Sand Trap, a great place. It's got delicious food, cold drinks, TVs galore. Watch all your favorite sports teams. Go there on Wednesday and watch the Spurs and the Knicks play as well. It's located in the northeast corner of Blue Ridge and Holmes in South KC. Today you can get $9 cheeseburger and fries, $1 off to craft beers.
Smash.
$13 smash burger taco available every day for the next 2 weeks until June 15th.
That's right.
All that at the Sand Trap. Go out there and check out your sports teams. Check out your fun. Have your cocktail hour there. Go get a $9 cheeseburger, $1 off craft beers, or the $13 smash burger taco, which is available every day for the next 2 weeks until June 15th at said place called the Sand Trap.
Sand Trap. Yeah, you got to. That smash burger looks awesome. Got a picture of it from our guy Maloney yesterday. Looks very smashable. Okay, let's start with what you just heard. One word on that audio, Bob. We didn't get to hear your reaction, so one word on the Charger Scout.
Awesome. It's perfect. I mean, it's good to know that they knew right away that Patrick Mahomes was going to be a thorn in their side and that they were screwed, that they saw it right away. Sometimes it's okay to watch an athlete who's very young in a sport and go, okay, we've got something different here. We're watching, Wemby do his thing. We saw Mahomes early in his career, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, some of these young baseball players that actually get opportunities. It's fun to watch those guys play because when you don't give them the opportunity to play, you're holding them back. You're telling the player that they don't have what it takes. The Chiefs just let Patrick Mahomes go from day one, and look at where it's gotten them. So that was really cool to hear a scout say that. It's fun when you hear other teams admit, oh, man, they got our number. We're screwed.
Yes. All right, let's keep going here. So, got a long baseball season. I can't every time go one word on the Royals yesterday. This is the way this team's going to look. So, here's what I got for you today. One word on no changes yet from the Royals.
Wrong. There needs to be changes. You're 15 games under 500. It's June 1st. The fan base hates the team and the organization at this point in time. By not making changes, you continue to tell your fan base, your customers, that we're okay with what this product is. And if that's what you are okay with, fine. But if you're a customer of this product, the message they're telling you is what they're doing right now is fine and they believe in it.
Yeah, one word as of no changes made to this point, disappointing.
Yep.
I guess failure is okay is what they're telling people.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're telling people,
Exactly
Dusty.
right.
You're right. Failure is accepted within the Royals organization because nothing's changing.
No, I thought we were setting a new standard. That
And at this point, I don't know what change does.
It just at this point, you have to for your fans, though, more than anything. This is no longer about changing the atmosphere around the locker room. You need to change the perception that your fans have of you. And the perception that they have of you is that you're a clueless organization right now.
I will say I don't think fans hate the team. I don't think it's like that picture of the guy who's super pissed off and he's getting poured on, and then he's holding the umbrella over the Royals logo with a sad face, like pissed. He's mad, he's angry, he's hurt, he's disappointed. But I'm always gonna hold the umbrella over him. And
hate right now, not long. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course, sports hate. Yeah, I get you. I don't hate this. I don't sports hate this. I sports love this. One word: Knicks Spurs finals.
Epic. Actually, I could go with Prince because we're going to party like it's 1999, man.
Yeah.
Like it's great. It's great for the NBA. I honestly, after looking at the entire season and how the way it all played out, I don't know that you could have scripted a better finals for the NBA. You get the best player on planet Earth with an organization that's been really good for so many years, hit a down spurt, and now they're back. against the New York Knicks, who haven't won in 53 years and have been steamrolling everybody, and they bring everybody to the party. So this is Prince is what I'll say for my one word for this, because we are going to party like it's 1999.
My one word is erect.
Yes.
I know that I'm hard.
How about the commissioner? He's got to be too for all of this, right?
Everybody are going to be great.
TV network. Is this on ABC? What is this on?
NBC.
Yeah, this will be NBC. Yeah.
Oh, NBC gets the finals?
I can tell you in 20 seconds. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7,
ABC.
6,
Dang it.
3, 2, 1.
Hey, we had time
It's
to
on
spare.
ABC.
ABC. Yeah, you did it. All right. Let's move on from Royals baseball to, how about KU baseball going on to, what is this, the Supers?
Yeah,
now?
the Super Regional.
I don't know.
Yeah.
They are 2 wins away, I believe, from Omaha is what that means.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
They cranked the Hog this weekend.
they did,
Yes.
man. Yeah,
Beating Arkansas.
the Hog was cranking over there.
We do not know where these games,
Got a little
next games
ugly,
will be
I
played.
guess.
One word on KU baseball. and the
Exciting,
Supers.
man! Exciting. This is fun. This is the unexpected run to a championship that you hear about all the time. The ones that are the sweetest because you didn't have the expectation going in to the season. At the end of the year, you look back and go, man, that was a lot of fun. Then you develop the expectations and you're upset after the first game of the year when they lose 3-2, right? So these are the best ones because there was no expectation. They're playing with total house money at this point in time, but it looks like they're probably going to head south and most likely take on Georgia Tech, I think.
Oh, is that right?
I think Georgia Tech or North Carolina could be potentially
Georgia
lurking.
Tech's got good baseball team.
But we don't know yet. I'm looking at the bracket right now, and Kansas has moved on, but they're awaiting the regional winner of Georgia Tech, UNC, the Citadel, and Oklahoma. Whoever comes out of that 4 is who Kansas is going to play on the 6th or 7th of June in the Super Regional.
Savior would be my word. I'll tell you one thing. I was at Student Brews on Saturday for just a friendly happy hour. Royals on this TV making a comeback. KU is on this TV. 2 people sitting here, group, chairs, sitting around, watching that TV. There's appointment television. It was the same day as Game 7, and it flowed right into it. And, they're the savior of baseball right now because everybody's having fun with it.
Another savior in local sports, KC Mavericks. They're up 3-2 in the Western Conference Finals. Game 6, I believe, will be tomorrow right here in Kansas City, 7:15. One word, KC Mavericks on the brink of a title appearance.
Just win, baby. Let's go. Keep it going. Give somebody something exciting to look at, right?
Go Mavs. Their fans deserve it.
Yeah, they do.
They've been loyal since they cracked the ice in Independence. Literally. Like, since then, it's because I worked at that Red Robin over there for years. And when the Mavericks would play, that was the money night. Everybody came into Red Robin. Everybody went to the game. And we would work with the Mavericks in their organization. I want to say their coach at the time was Jamie Scott Dixon or something like that.
Yeah, I remember that name.
And he would come into the bar every time, and I chatted up with him and all that stuff. A great guy. And their fans are loyal, man, so they deserve this.
Hockey fans are the best. Like, I used to say it all the time, and this rings true. In St. Louis, there were 16,300 Blues fans, and every single one of them were there every single night watching every single game. Man. It is a die-hard sport, and Mavs fans are that way, whether there's 6,000 in that building, whatever the capacity is, they're there every single night. They do deserve this thing, man.
And lastly, big story over the weekend here in KC, Lionel Messi has landed in Kansas City as
sirens went off at his arrival.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
This is a great greeting. And the rest of Argentina is here. One word.
World. The world has finally arrived in Kansas City. Just, being in the airport this weekend, seeing all the World Cup stuff. The final construction things are taking place. I-29 has just recently been paved. They still need to paint the lines. It's that fresh. They're working on whatever that thing is at the airport to try to, get the traffic flow, moving in the right direction. A couple of more things to spruce up there, clean up some trash. But here we are, guys. It's June. The world is officially here in Kansas City.
Yeah. Respect. I don't know. It's just kind of cool that the greatest soccer player in the world is right down
here.
Street.
Yeah.
He's right there. I love you all with your voice to text. Candace will play either Georgia Tech or Oklahoma. If Georgia Tech wins, they go play Georgia Tech. If Oklahoma wins, Oklahoma comes to Lawrence and plays the Jayhawks.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's what the text says.
Cool. Well, I'll take that because there's no way to figure that out right now online.
Georgia Tech wins, we play at Georgia Tech. Oklahoma wins, we play them at home.
Boomer Sooner, let's go.
That's what it says.
3 p.m. today.
That game is at 3 p.m.?
Yep.
That's what was it? We were talking to one of your buddies about was it from Window World, talking about the greatest sounds in sports? And he was talking like the ball going in the hole for a putt, the swish of the 3, the wood bat, the ting.
Yeah.
That
100%.
You know what I mean? Like just that, like bing, and you're just like, I don't know where that went. Pop fly to shortstop. Felt like it was gonna go like 500 feet. Not a chance.
I'm not in on the ting. The crack of the bat is what I do like, though. There's nothing that's a great sound.
Quick baseball stat before I get to the one word read again. Only 2 pitchers since 1988 have thrown 30 plus innings with an ERA below 0.25 in any single month. They both did it this month. Christopher Sanchez and Jacob Mizorowski.
Jeez.
Hashtag baseball.
Wow.
You think the NL's in a race for who's the best team?
Jeez.
Go look at who's going to win Cy Young, because I couldn't tell you. I don't even know what to say who's going to win Cy Young in the National League. That was one word brought to you by the Sand Trap. Great spot. It's got delicious food, cold drinks, TV's galore to watch all your favorite sports teams. It's located at the northeast corner of Blue Ridge and Holmes in South Kansas City. $9 cheeseburgers and fries today on a Monday, plus $1 off craft beers and $13 Smashburger tacos available every day for the next 2 weeks until June 15th. That is one word here on 96.5 The Fan. Coming up, the regular season does matter. Ken Rosenthal had a topic on it. I agree. Mac agrees. We'll see what Bob has to say about it as well here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
This is Fescoe and Dusty.
Brett Veach has the most underrated chest I've ever seen.
On your home for Chiefs football, 96.5 The Fan. Fescoe and Dusty is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
Well, let me tell you something here that's awesome about my friends over at Golden Oak Lending. They want to help you just like they've helped us, and they're here to help everybody. But it all starts with you taking that free mortgage checkup. You can get started now with Golden Oak's free mortgage checkup. It's a simple phone conversation where you tell Golden Oak Lending where you are in your financial life and where you want to go. And the best part about it is it's risk-free and there's no paperwork or credit card required. It's just you talking to the folks at Golden Oak Lending and sharing your story. They listen, and then they get to work to see if there's a mortgage out there that's better than the one that you're currently in. If there is, boom, you're on your way and they're going to take care of you. But if there isn't, they're not going to put you in a mortgage that isn't better than what you have right now. The average cash out customer at Golden Oak Lending saves over $1,100 per month. And when you refinance with Golden Oak Lending, you go 2 months without having to make a mortgage payment. We're talking about the kiddos going back to school. That'll be the next time you have to write your mortgage check. So call them today and take that free mortgage checkup. No paperwork or credit card required. Just a phone conversation at 913-890-GOLD. 913-890-GOLD, and let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
Aren't you tired of just not feeling right? Look, it's easy to ignore some of those symptoms, those things that have been in the back of your brain. Am I feeling normal? All of those things can be sign of low T, whether it be low sex drive, low motivation, and everything else in between. And at Low T Center, it's the original TRT clinic. They want to help you get back to feeling the way you used to feel. 1 in 4 men over 40 have low testosterone, and maybe you have that issue as well, which means at Low T Center, you can book a free testosterone test to find out for yourself what next steps can be taken. Men, a lot of times we ignore these signs, and you shouldn't. You should continue to feel your best, and the expert providers at Low T Center can tailor all those TRT plans to you, and that's what's important, so that you can get back to feeling normal, so those workouts can be the same, so the energy, so the sex drive, all that stuff. Aren't you tired of just not feeling like yourself? Can feel normal again. So head to fixmylowt.com and book your free testosterone test today. That's fixmylowt.com.
For adults with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms, every choice matters. Tremfya offers self-injection or intravenous infusion from the start. Tremfya is administered as injections under the skin or infusions through a vein every 4 weeks, followed by injections under the skin every 4 or 8 weeks. If your doctor decides that you can self-inject Tremfya, proper training is required. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions, increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them, and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or need a vaccine. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more, or visit tremfyaradio.com.
As a fitness coach, my active psoriatic arthritis can slow me down. With Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, I'm treating my skin and joint symptoms so I can keep moving. Skyrizi, a prescription-only injection for adults, helps me move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. And for those who have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible. With Skyrizi, there's no daily dosing. It's just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement. And that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZI to learn more.
What if you could have the most reliable fiber-powered Wi-Fi? And get this, what if you could keep it at the same price for 5 years? During the Xfinity Summer Savings Event, now through June 15th, new customers can get our best price on gig Wi-Fi, just $50 a month for 5 years. And get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. It's Wi-Fi that finds and fixes problems before you even notice them, like super intelligent Wi-Fi with a sixth sense. Plus, add 1 line of Xfinity Mobile Select and you can save an average of $60 a month over Verizon and AT&T. You can even try it free for a year. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities during the Xfinity Summer Savings Event. Get it now at Xfinity.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Taxes and fees extra. Savings based on 1 gig internet and 1 mobile select line compared to similar Verizon and AT&T plans over 5 years. After 12 months, regular rates apply to mobile select. Xfinity internet required. Speeds vary. Use of fiber coaxial cable.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Missouri side in Grandview, 49 northbound, bogs down before Main Street and crawls up towards Red Bridge Road with trouble in the left center lane with a stalled 18-wheeler. Kansas side, 635 southbound, gets heavy before Gibbs, stays very slow down past Shawnee Drive with an accident. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
Amazon Prime, HBO Max.
There we go.
You can find Full Metal Jacket.
Easy.
Trying to get into the summer groove. We got to get Mac updated on some movies. Text line, let me know which one he should watch first. Full Metal Jacket or The Cable Guy starring Jim Carrey.
Yep. It's June 1st. Why not start it this month? Why not start it right now? I'll watch it this week. So you guys decide. Text line.
913-586-7965 as we are now 100 days away from the NFL season. Woo. No pun intended, kicking off. I know that I'm hard. That's the Wednesday Australia game, and that's the Seahawks versus the Patriots.
I hope it is better than the Super Bowl.
Gotta be. It's a low bar, right?
Weird. I don't like that.
I thought when you were talking about camp, and Bob was like the video that went like nuts on Twitter that you posted, I thought one of the greatest things I saw was just like the fear of seeing Bieniemy. There's something about like the beard.
Yes.
Right? And just like seeing him on the field standing there, I'm like, that's definitely somebody you don't want to piss off.
Bro. It's a presence.
Oh, I can't wait. We got one already. It says Full Metal Jacket, The Cable Guy, 100 out of 100, Full Metal Jacket. So early lead.
Yeah. Just go with Full Metal Jacket. You've been wanting to watch that one. Don't veer off of course because somebody suggested, shiny object. You've been wanting to watch Full Metal Jacket, so stick to your guns and watch Full Metal Jacket.
Right. Also, if you want
Friday.
If you want some advice from the text line, there's an app called Just Watch. It says you put any movie title in and it will tell you where it's streaming.
Oh, great. That's a great idea.
Or Siri.
Do I need an app for that? Really?
Yeah, I guess. I got to Google it every time.
It's not that hard. Hey, where is Full Metal Jacket streaming? Oh, my God. You're acting like you're moving mountains here. Oh my, like some boomer. I can't figure out how to turn on the Wi-Fi. Where is it streaming? I mean, yeah, even Anselmo can figure this stuff out.
Mm-hmm. And then you got the box. Before then.
And you knew right then and there, we are f***ed.
That's right.
So Ken Rosenthal, you remember him? He's the guy that stands over people when they get tripped.
That's right.
He says the regular season matters.
For years, the way I've always understood the sport, and I started baseball writing in 1987.
Why does it sound like he's
is
sleeping?
that the regular season is the true measure of a team's quality. Now, the playoffs are the playoffs, and you only have one World Series champion. But what you do in the regular season matters. And the sport has, even while expanding the playoffs, has largely been built around that. Now, all of a sudden, oh my gosh, if you can't win the World Series, then the sport's broken. Well, okay, there has not been a small market team win since 2015. But my goodness, I'll say it again. The Dodgers were so close to getting knocked out in 24, the way they were knocked out in 23 and knocked out in 22. And had they lost to the Padres in 24, and let's not forget, they were down 2-1 in San Diego, throwing a bullpen game. If they had not won that series, Dave Roberts gets fired, and a whole lot is different. So what I look at with competitive balance is the success of Milwaukee and Cleveland and Tampa Bay almost year after year. Their ability to compete in the regular season, and maybe one of these years, they're going to be able to do it and go all the way through in the postseason. Now, does that mean the system is perfect and cannot be fixed or should not be fixed? No, I am not saying that. And again, I can't imagine anyone would say, hey, this is great right now. This is just perfect. It's not perfect. But does it need a salary cap that could cost us games in 27 to be rectified? I still believe the answer is no.
Well, I do agree. I'm not a huge salary cap truther on this one. And I was just talking to some people the other day that are like, we may miss some games now. Now that they rolled that salary cap thing out there, it may end up missing games. And that's the worst thing that could happen with baseball. But as far as Ken Rosenthal is concerned, if he's so wedded to the regular season determining of whether or not you're a good baseball team, why aren't we hanging banners for great regular season performances? We celebrate the postseason in every sport. I mean, what was it, an hour ago, Dusty, we were deciding who needs this title more, Wemby or Jalen Brunson. In the NFL, we relate everything back to those Super Bowl championships, and banners fly forever. The World Series are what matters. We don't have parades because you did good in the regular season. And so I understand a little bit of what he's saying about the competitive balance, and yes, maybe it does work in the regular season to an extent, but nobody's here raising banners for regular season champions or having the most wins in the regular season. You want to win in the postseason when it matters most and when you get your bonuses. Like, everything is predicated on postseason. I just don't like the fact that he's saying, well, the regular season really tells you, then cancel the playoffs and just give a regular season champion if you value the regular season that much. And I don't think they do, because the playoffs are where they make all their money too. But think about how much more valuable the regular season is if you don't have playoffs and you just crown the regular season champ.
Yeah, that's how fantasy football works.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not for that, you know.
Most leagues in fantasy football, if you're the best team in the regular season, you normally get your money back. I mean, that's the way I've been playing it for 10 to 15 years.
I like that rule. I'm good with that. That's cool.
Yeah, so I mean, at least you're somewhat rewarded.
Yeah.
So then in the playoffs, you're what they would say house money at that point. I think I agree with Ken, because I think playoffs in baseball are a team of heat, right? Like in 14, it didn't matter who stepped in front of the Royals. That team just wasn't losing because they win that wild card game, and it was sweep, World Series loss, obviously, because Madison Bumgarner came in. But until that happened, no one was getting in the way. You look at how that can happen, but you have a lot of learning experiences that you value during the regular season. And I always go back to like some of the Peyton Manning videos where he's like, I'm going to throw this interception because I know we're going to see them again, and I want to see if he gets baited by it. And then in the playoffs, he would then do it again. Or Ed Reed would do stuff like that as well against like New England, or, Belichick would set things up.
I love those stories.
Right,
They're so good.
They'll like set them up in the regular season, knowing that they're probably going to see them in the playoffs, that if they don't, awesome. You don't have to play a good team. But if you do, you know where they're going to try to, their tendencies lie.
Yeah.
So I do think the regular season matters to a degree of where you can set yourself up. Like the Dodgers and Padres playing, like if they don't play 19 times in the regular season, they don't have answers in the postseason to see when they can put those on paper and maybe make them come to life. But I think you have to win in the regular season because you have to build that belief to take that then into the playoffs. And I know that we could do this forever when it comes to college basketball, right? Like how many years has Iowa State been dominant, great, and then they get to the second round of the tournament, it's like, well, they're out. Now, what I also will say is, time waits for nobody. So if you have a bunch of good regular seasons and then you get to the playoffs and it never works out, then the playoffs matter to a degree of like, okay, well, we need to find someone that can get us over the hump.
Right, exactly.
And you're seeing that with Mike Brown and the Knicks right now. Like he was fired by two different teams, and now the team that he's with is going to the finals.
That's right.
And maybe that's because he's got a really talented roster. Maybe that's because he's, he works well with the Knicks and that can also be a thing too. But you look at the regular, take the matchup we just saw, Spurs, Thunder. Who were more dominant in the regular season? Spurs. Who won the
Didn't
series?
they win like 8 in a row over the Thunder now or something like that?
Yeah, well, yeah, in a row.
In a row. I swear I saw they were 8-0 in their last 8 games against the Thunder or something like that.
Well, obviously the series went 7, so that can't be true. But
well,
they went.
That is fair. Maybe it was.
Yeah.
There was some number that I saw.
4-1 in the regular season, I believe.
Okay, and so they beat them again. So they won whatever it was, 8 of their last.
And that regular season, dominance carried over to a Game 7 where they knew they were the better team, even though they were playing on the road, because they played Oklahoma City in Oklahoma throughout the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
Having those experiences, having those learning experiences as well, carries over because you probably will play those teams. How many times do we say the game in December against the Bills never matters?
But I think we're interpreting what Ken Rosenthal is saying differently. I'm listening to Ken Rosenthal, and I'm hearing him give more credence to the regular season than the postseason. And I can't get with that. The regular season, yeah, you learn, you make your mistakes, you figure things out, you try some things, and boom, it's on to the playoffs. But what you do in the playoffs really does matter. And the way that I interpret it is that Ken Rosenthal is saying, well, it really only matters when we're talking about competitive balance here, is what he's saying. When we're talking about competitive balance, look at the regular season. Everybody has an opportunity. But when you get to the playoffs, though, the teams that still spend the most money still have the best opportunities to win. And I think that's what people are looking at. Mm-hmm. Nobody's looking at the regular season and saying, oh, we got great competitive balance in baseball. Let's keep this up. We look at the Dodgers win the World Series every year. The Yankees are always winning championships. That's the competitive balance that I think is lacking in baseball. Maybe it's there for the regular season, but we're not here for the regular season. We're here to see our teams win championships. That's the goal and should be the goal of every organization in sports, to win a championship that year, to raise that banner. Flags fly forever. For me, the main thing is the main thing. We're keeping our eye on the prize. Like, everybody fights for that championship trophy. And to hear Ken Rosenthal say, well, competitive balance in baseball is great for the regular season. Okay, that's fantastic. We're not hanging regular season championship banners. The playoffs are what matters, and that determines the success of an organization.
Speaking of the regular season, there's also the offseason. Today is June 1st, and Mike Garofalo, or however you say his name, I never get it right.
Garofalo, maybe?
I think
Garofalo?
I
don't know.
Mike Garofalo?
Garofalo, I think.
Yeah.
Get Ben.
He says on Good Morning Football this morning, the Eagles-Patriots A.J. Brown trade watch begins at 4:01 p.m. Eastern and should end shortly after.
4:02.
Yeah. Let's go. So, over-under, A.J. Brown is a Patriot by 3:05 our time. Or I guess it'd be 5:05 our time.
I'm going to take the over.
3:05, 4:05.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3:05 our team.
I'm going to take the over, and I've got a report from Josina Anderson that I'll tell you on the other side as to why.
Okay. I like it. We'll get to it next on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
Hey, it's Vinny Pasquantino, and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Royals baseball. 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Baseball season is in full swing, and that means the summer heat is coming. The guys at Climate Control have been serving KC homeowners for over 35 years, and they know how to get your cooling system ready to handle our scorching hot summer weather. Stay cool and comfortable this summer. Call Climate Control today at 816-265-2830. 816-265-2830 for all your cooling, heating, and plumbing needs. Don't wait. Visit ClimateControlKC.com today. Climate Control Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Hey, it's Dusty Likens. You know me. I love doing golf things. I love talking golf, playing golf, and I love having Surfside iced tea and lemonade plus vodka on the golf course, and you can do it too this season. It's light, refreshing, made with real vodka and zero bubbles. That's right, no carbonation. So this spring, look out for the brand new half and half variety pack featuring flavors like raspberry iced tea and lemonade, and oh yeah, blackberry iced tea and lemonade, because there's no bubbles, no troubles. Cheers to hitting the fairways, and cheers to Surfside. Must be 21 and older. Please drink responsibly.
Is your garage door too loud and whining for help? Overhead Door Company of Kansas City will make it all better. They will perform their full 26-task garage door tune-up for just $79. That's just $79 for up to 3 garage doors and openers. You need this done once a year, so why not now? And for just $79. Call Overhead Door Company of Kansas City at 816-221-0072 or schedule online at overheaddoorkc.com.
Community Blood Center is teaming up with the Kansas City Royals for our annual Royals Weeks. This Wednesday, join us at the K for the Royals Blood Drive from 9 to 3. All who come to donate can choose between 2 Royals tickets or a limited edition Royals t-shirt. Can't make the drive? Now through June 14th, stop by one of our 8 centers or blood drive to donate to receive 2 tickets. All tickets are subject to availability to one select Royals home game this season. Schedule your donation today at savealifenow.org or call 877-468-6844.
Royals coverage is brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City.
Brought to you by Blue KC is the Coaches with Character program. Do you know a rock star high school coach in your district? Nominate them for the Blue KC Coaches with Character program at bluekc.com/nominate coaches with character. Let's make our coaches feel special and make our community a better place to live, work, and play.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for buying gas. That's right. You can earn cash back with Upside just for buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside, and just last year, I made nearly $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get cash back? If you like extra cash, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back when you fill your tank. Use promo code SNAP to get an extra 35 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code SNAP for a 35 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code SNAP for a 35 cents per gallon bonus.
Royals coverage sponsored by Renner Garage Door. Forward and back, RENNER.
Almost Andy Reid here for Renner Garage Door, America's oldest family-owned garage door company, serving both wholesale and retail markets. Free repair or replacement quotes and $100 off a new garage door.
RENNER. Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Kansas side, 635 southbound, heavy past Metropolitan, stays slow, not quite to 35 with an accident reporting. Grandview 49 northbound, crawling from Missouri 150 all the way up towards Red Bridge Road with a problem. You're down to 1 lane. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
Range Bait with Dusty Likens is now up on The Fan's YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter channels. 96.5 The Fan, KFNZ FM and AM, HD1 and HD2 Kansas City, an Odyssey Sports Station.
Real quickly, shout out to my alma mater. I don't know if you guys saw this or not. Go Mules. Roll stable. Yeah, we don't have any Wi-Fi, do we? Can't check. Oh, yeah, there you go. So, UCM, Central Missouri, set a D2 World Series record for the most runs scored in a game. Yeah, they won 23-9. All 9 UCM starters recorded at least 1 hit and scored 1 run.
Damn, that's sick.
Yeah. They got a guy on their team with probably the greatest name ever, Cole Funkhauser.
That's cool. Yeah.
He was 4 for 7 with a triple and 3 RBI. Hayes Allen got the win in relief. Central Missouri will play Tuesday, June 2nd against the loser of UT Tyler / Westchester game. So we'll see who they play on Tuesday. June 2nd. Obviously today at 4 o'clock Eastern will be the start of the post-June 1st additions to teams. We think A.J. Brown's going to the Patriots?
I think so.
Would you put your money on that, or would you put your money on the Chiefs because you said you had a report that you need to get to?
I would put my money on the Patriots, but the question is, what's the price going to be? Because Josina Anderson via Yahoo Sports says some within the Patriots remain hesitant to give up that first-round pick for compensation for A.J. Brown. So talks continuing. Mike Vrabel remaining a strong advocate. Obviously, he's going to be the leader of that room saying, guys, pounding the table. Give me my guy. This is going to work. This is going to help our offense and help us bring back the Lombardi to New England.
Yeah, I think in a situation like that, if you're the New England Patriots, you might as well give up your first-round pick and get this guy. I would do it right now if I were the Chiefs, because if you're New England and you're the Chiefs, your mindset is we're going to the Super Bowl, we're going to be picking 30, 31, 32, somewhere down there. Is paying that, which is essentially a second-round draft pick, guys, right? When you get at the end of the first round, what do they always say? There's about 16, 17 first-round talents. Next year, maybe a little bit more because we're getting that influx now and we're starting to get the cycle of where guys are staying in college longer. So there may be, more guys on that list, but essentially it's a second-round pick when you're picking that low. So the mindset of New England, Kansas City, Philadelphia, Cincinnati, probably Buffalo is like, our first-round picks are essentially a second-round pick because we expect to go far into January, now February, of playing football. So we're okay giving up a pick that we anticipate probably being between 26 and 32 for A.J. Brown. And I don't know that you're going to find a better player at 26 to 32 in next year's draft than A.J. Brown. So if I was the New England Patriots, I was the Chiefs, I would absolutely give up that first-round draft pick. It's funny because I saw a report this morning that said, yeah, they're going to give up that first-round draft pick. I forget who it was from. So it's just, it's kind of not with Diane out of the equation. We just don't know, what the right story is.
Guys, follow me here. Okay. I don't know if you think this would happen. This comes from Easton Butler. He is a Packers draft visits and meetings writer. That's what it says. He has 10,000 followers, so I'm assuming he's credible, right?
Okay.
The Los Angeles Rams have called the Cleveland Browns about star edge Myles Garrett.
Yeah, I heard something about that today, too. Yeah.
Per a source, the Rams have reportedly offered a Ricky Williams-esque type of trade for Myles Garrett.
You do it if you're the Rams.
The Philadelphia Eagles are also making a strong push, offering wide receiver A.J. Brown and more for the star. Craziest part, too, the Browns are listening to all the calls currently. The Eagles also made a strong push during the draft for Myles Garrett as well. Yeah. Mac, you look pissed.
Yeah, but I mean, but why would you? If you're the Browns and somebody's going to offer you a Ricky Williams type trade for Myles Garrett, you go ahead and do that. You have to do that type of trade. I would be frightened if I were Browns fans because they'd mess up all those picks. But you're not winning anything with Myles Garrett at this point right now, so you need to move your organization forward. We're going to have these conversations about Bobby Witt Jr. in the next year. If this organization continues to flounder around and not know what they're doing when it comes to talent acquisition, we're going to have these conversations, right? We're going to have these thoughts about Bobby Witt Jr. Do you trade him now and get your picks back in return? And I got to be honest with you, the answer is always yes, because your team's not ready to win. The Browns aren't ready to win right now with Myles Garrett. Send him away. If the Rams are willing to give you their entire draft for one player because they're trying to capitalize on their window of next year, I think both teams should absolutely 100% do that. And as Rams, you're telling your fans that are out there in L.A., not that there's many, but you're also telling them, hey, man, we're expecting to win a Super Bowl right now. We're going all in, and then there's going to be a chance for a couple of years we're not very good. But I think if you're the Rams, going all in makes a lot of sense with that limited window that they have right now with Matthew Stafford for the next 2 years. And if you're the Browns, you're not going anywhere with Myles Garrett. You might as well trade him, get a bunch of picks back in return, and really make yourself a strong organization. 4-13 with Myles Garrett, who the hell cares? Same with Bobby Witt. Continue to finish under 500 with Bobby Witt Jr. Who cares if he's on the team at this point?
Yeah, and Myles Garrett gave you his time.
He did.
So there should
be
everything. Yeah, I mean, he set the single-season sack record. Signed the contract, stayed, decorated his yard during the Halloween festivities.
Yeah, it's badass.
Which I still think is one of the greatest decorations for a football player, any sort of Halloween, just grave sites of all the quarterbacks he sacked in that season.
That's great. Yeah, Jared Verse and Myles Garrett with McDuffie and Jalen Watts. I mean,
it would be insane, right?
Be unreal.
And when are they going to start looking at the Rams and going, screw those guys? Like we do with the Yankees or some of these Dodgers, these super. If the Rams do get Myles Garrett, we got to be looking at that going, screw you, man. That's a super team right there.
Yeah, because the Browns can keep Garrett because they have a Pro Bowl stud quarterback moving forward in Shedeur Sanders.
That's right. Did you realize he sold the most merch?
Of course.
$17 million.
I'm not surprised.
No. Not at all.
We'll see how long that sticks.
He's the future. It's his time.
We'll see.
Yeah. So they don't have a quarterback there.
They don't have anything there.
Right. So why? I mean, the Browns would be dumb not to make this trade.
The reason I wouldn't be upset, I wouldn't be enraged like I would be with Dodgers or Yankees or anything like that is because there's a system and a structure in place that is going to prevent this from happening for a long time. This will be clearly an all-in 1 year or 2 years, and then they'll have to pay the piper, just like they did for a couple of years. And And credit to Les Snead over there for going all in, F them picks, winning a Super Bowl, having a couple of years where it was like, but then making that trade to go get Stafford, or rather making that trade to, I can't remember what the other trade was, who they traded. Maybe it was Cooper Kupp to get some more picks. I can't remember how they were able to acquire more picks. But yeah, to get back Artie again.
You have to know when to bounce on your players, right? The worst thing is being a year too late. The best thing is being, as we've said with the Chiefs, with Tyreek Hill, you're a year early. You're bouncing and you're moving away from these guys while they still have the allure that they can play. If you wait a year too late, you get nothing in return. What if Myles Garrett goes out there and only has like 8 to 10 sacks this year? His trade value isn't going to be like it is right now. And so even ESPN in Cleveland is talking about it this morning about Myles Garrett. And this comes from like their Rizzo guy, Anthony Rizzo or Tony Rizzo or Mike Rizzo.
Was great last night on the baseball game.
But he's the Tony Rizzo show at ESPN Cleveland. He says there seems to be real fire and smoke. It seems like they're more willing than ever to listen on Myles Garrett. I mean, so that's the right move. That is the absolute right move. Having the Zach Greinke trade, the absolute right move. Having a superstar on your team when you're not ready to win does not make any sense in the world. And that's why when you look at Bobby Witt Jr., if he's going to opt out, he should opt out after this contract. But if he opts out, then the Royals don't have the ability to potentially trade him and get something back in return for Bobby Witt Jr. But having a superstar on a roster in baseball that's trending towards 100 losses, or a football team that's perennially 6-11 or 5-12 like the Cleveland Browns are, it just doesn't make sense. You've got to find a way to rebuild your roster, because when you're 5-12 or losing 100 games, you got major holes on your team, and it's nothing that one superstar is going to take care of. So the Browns should absolutely trade him. We may see a busy day, fellas.
I hope so. They also have the reigning defensive rookie of the year on their team as well, the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, that linebacker.
Yeah, number 47. Yes.
And they're still, what were they last year? 5-12, right?
Yeah.
Did they win 5 games?
I don't know.
Their quarterback's going to be a stud.
Oh, yeah, get ready.
3 of his cars, man, tell you what. Somebody said with the Mules winning the way they did they play the Royals? Damn you, text line. No, coming up next, we talked to Josh Vernier. I'm going to buy him the nicest bottle of bourbon I can find if he'll accept it. Josh Vernier joins us next here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
You're listening to Fescoe and Dusty, brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you what, my friends over at CertaPro want your house to be beautiful, both on the inside and out, just like you as a person, right? You want to be beautiful on the inside and out, and that's what CertaPro is going to do. If your inside needs some sprucing up, CertaPro painters can make the inside of your house look awesome. If it's the outside of your house that needs a spruce up, CertaPro painters can do that as well. They can take the outside of your house that suffered through the winter and turn it into a beautiful, beautiful masterpiece. And with CertaPro painters, man, I'll tell you what, it's going to be an easy process for you. Trust, safety, thoughtful, detailed. Those are all the words that people use when they talk about the CertaPro painters right here in Kansas City. And these guys are unbelievably good at what they do. They'll get you that free estimate at the right price, and you're never going to have to worry about what's next, because the folks over at CertaPro will give you reliable updates and communications, because at CertaPro painters, they know how important your home is to you. Free estimates, reliable communication, 70,000 5-star reviews. It's time to check out CertaPro right now. Schedule your free estimate at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. All CertaPro agents are independently owned and operated right here in Kansas City. It's CertaPro.
It is out of here.
Man, if your stream isn't as strong as it used to be, or you're taking more breaks to the bathroom than the 7th inning stretch of a televised baseball game,
we'll be back after this.
It's time to get checked. An enlarged prostate, or BPH, could be the cause, and Kansas City Urology Care is here to help. Fast answers, trusted care. Don't wait. Come see Kansas City's largest, most experienced, and most advanced urology team. Visit kcuc.com today. At KCUC, you see the best in KC.
Imagine buying your next car from one dealership.
With the support of many.
With everything you'll ever need.
When you buy from any of the Balderson Auto Group dealerships, you're getting the support from all of our dealerships.
Like our 100 service bays, collision, and detail centers.
And our free exclusive lifetime warranty. No other auto group gives you that.
From north, central, south, the Balderston Auto Group has you covered.
A family committed to
excellence, growth,
and harmony.
Go to bagkc.com.
Hi, folks. Bob from Blue Springs Ford. Hey, Blaine, my sister Kathy wants to buy a Bronco at an employee price.
What perfect timing, because right now Blue Springs Ford is giving employee pricing to everyone.
So what's the real difference in pricing?
2025 Bronco Sport starting at $29,000.
Wow, that's less than $30,000.
Up to $10,000 off MSRP on 2026 F-150s, and you get a lifetime powertrain warranty for free.
Folks, go to bluespringsford.com right now, because this ends soon.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
Check engine or ABS light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
You know that Chick-fil-A sells more than chicken, right?
Hello, my name is Jaleesa, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit is how it's all of my favorite breakfast items in one good bite. That fluffy egg, that melty cheese with that perfectly grilled sausage. It just gives you that warmth, that comfort food that you love. It is the best possible option for a classic breakfast.
Comfort is calling. Order a Chick-fil-A sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit with Simply Orange Juice on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonial.
Power your drive with Mobil 1 Motor Oil. Buy 5 quarts, get $15 back, and score a fast and furious prize after rebate at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
And Doug. There's nowhere I wouldn't go to help someone customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual, even if it means sitting front row at a comedy show.
Hey everyone, check out this guy and his bird. What is this, your first date?
Oh, no. We help people customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual together. We're married. Me to a human, him to a bird.
Yeah, the bird looks out of your league anyways.
Get a quote at libertymutual.com or with your local agent.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
Countdown to the World Soccer Championship is brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City. From here, for wherever you are, that's the benefit of blue. Visit bluekc.com/benefit of blue for more information. You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
This is Michael Waka from the Kansas City Royals, and you're listening to 96.5 The Fan.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Northland 169 highway southbound heavy from 29 down past 9. Highway 70 westbound heavy into downtown from around Truman with an accident reporting before 670. 49 northbound at Grandview, very slow. Hitting delays at 140th Street, just crawling up towards Red Bridge Road with only the left lane getting by. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
Welcome Welcome back to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Royals baseball. 96.5 The Fan.
Long-time listener and supporter of you because you tell it like it is.
Here's our Royals insider, Josh Vernier.
Back at it here on 96.5 The Fan. We're now joined by our Royals insider, Josh Vernier of 96.5 The Fan. Vern, 27 years ago, Blink-182 released their album Enema of the State. 27 years ago, what was Josh Vernier listening to?
27 years ago, so 1999. It wasn't that.
I figured.
It wasn't that.
Britney Spears for me, Vern.
I was watching that video, certainly.
Yes.
I don't know. Probably hip hop, whatever hip hop was cool back then.
Also, 19 years ago today, Philip Wellman had the greatest meltdown ever where he threw the rosin bag like a grenade, did army crawls. Remember that guy for the Braves minor league? Do you think Q will ever do anything like that?
No. Do not hold your breath. That something like that's going to happen. What's that guy up to?
I'm glad you asked. I really am, because right now, I'm sure you probably will go, oh, yeah, I knew that after I tell you what Philip Wellman has been doing right now, because as you know, Vern, going from the manager of that AA Braves team, he is now the current bench coach of the Greensboro Grasshoppers, the high A affiliate of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Oof.
Not great.
So you leave the Braves organization, which they don't let many people leave.
Right.
And you go to the Pirates, where they might not even know you work for them.
That's exactly right.
Man, oh, man.
Vern, here's your, I guess, the 4 biggest albums of 99. The Slim Shady LP.
Oh, God, yeah.
There you go. Black on
Oh, no,
Both.
the Marshall Mathers LP is the one that was a game changer.
You loved that one more?
Yeah.
See, I loved White America, or what is that the album that it was called? Is that the third one, the third installment?
The Slim Shady one was the, his first song, The Hi, My Name Is, where it was just, who is this dude? And then Marshall Mathers is the one where he just said a bunch of things you can't say.
Yeah. And then Black on Both Sides by Mos Def came out. Things Fall Apart by The Roots. And then Operation Doomsday by MF Doom.
Wow.
So there you go.
Being a white boy from Michigan, it was all Eminem.
All Eminem. It has to be, right? That was required for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, because, everyone knew him. Everyone's cousin had slept with him, or slept with someone at D12. He was one of those guys where, everyone knows either Kid Rock or Eminem, and you're like, you're 14. You don't know Kid Rock.
But that's funny you say that, because Detroit must be like that the way that Minneapolis was with Prince, because I did my, when we were there for our baseball trip about 10 years ago now, my God. I do my typical Bob Fescoe, do you know Prince? And like to a man and woman, everybody was like, yes. And they all had a great story to tell about Prince. Like to a man, every person, oh, he did this for me. He did this for my dad. One guy said my dad's boss lived in his neighborhood. He would have parties and knock on every neighbor's door to let them know that he was having a party and to invite them to the party.
I actually believe that. The stories around Prince are so wild, whether you're a somebody or a nobody.
Yep.
I believe those. I know these people, though, didn't know Eminem or Kid Rock. At least the people that I grew up with, all those bums.
Yeah, they all grew up on 7 Mile. Vern, I want to bring this up because we do an overreaction segment every Monday at 6:30. My overreaction was, this is the worst start to a Royals season in my lifetime.
Oh, I don't think there's a debate. I mean, Dusty, when was the last time prior to, let's say, 2015, when they were coming off Game 7, when as a child did you really believe, and I guess you're a child, so maybe you always believe, but, I mean, listen, I've been here since 2012, and I don't think there's ever been a more anticipated season than the one we have here in 2026. 2014, it was still Ned and Dayton could be fired any minute now. 2014 was, I've been burned before. You've told me it was our time recently, and you guys stunk. 2015, yeah, we were excited, but there was also they just went to Game 7. Maybe that was our opportunity. Maybe it's never better than that. 2016, you just won it all. So we were still basking in the glow of that championship parade. 2017, you just lost Giordano, and it's been all downhill since then. So, yeah, I really don't think there's much debate. To me, I think you would have to go back to
It might be 04 for me. Might be the next
that
one.
was an anticipated season coming off the 83-79 in 2003, and they had just signed, the guy with all the Louis Vuitton bags who never played, Juan Gonzalez and Benito Santiago. But I'm kind of with you guys on this one. From the expectation to the result, this is the worst that it's been, Vern. I mean, it really has.
And 04, you knew Beltran was leaving.
Right, you did, yeah.
So, I mean, it's just such a – also, Bob, and you guys both – I mean, you guys all know this. Everybody listening knows this. It's just such a different day in Kansas City in 2026 than it's been – really any time prior to the arrival of Patrick Mahomes. We just view sports so differently now. We know you can win here. We demand winners here. And we were demanding a winner in 2026, and instead we have the second worst run differential in all of Major League Baseball.
So, Vern, where did we all go wrong evaluating this thing? Because nothing is going right, but we all thought it would. How did we all F this up?
Well, it's individual by individual. From Reagans and Bubic, maybe we should have known you couldn't rely on those guys. I don't know how fair that is. Maybe Reagans, you should have known you can't rely on him. Bubic doesn't have – I understand he went through Tommy John, but prior to the Tommy John, the guy was a horse. Carlos Estevez, maybe we should have braced for that, as we were talking about it since spring training, that he didn't have his velo. Vinny Pasquantino, I don't know how you see that coming. 4 straight years of being a well above average big league hitter, only to be one of the worst this season. I don't feel bad on missing Vinny. Salvi, maybe you could have seen that coming, although with Salvi, I don't think many people were asking for big offensive numbers. You were just hoping that he would be clutch. Be a league average hitter, but when the opportunity presents itself, I need the captain to come through. That's not happening. Maikel Garcia, I know Alex Gold was a little leery of buying in that Garcia is that true 5-tool top 25 player in the league, so maybe we could have seen that coming. The lack of leadership, I've talked about that in the past. Mentioned, slight concerns in spring training, but I thought they would be able to overcome it. Yeah, I don't know. I certainly don't feel bad that I was so excited for this team coming into the season. I don't think that I or we misled people. I think it's more of everything that could go wrong has gone wrong, and then the things that you expect to go wrong. Occasional, a few things are always going to go wrong every baseball season. So that's happened, coupled with everything else that could go wrong, going wrong, and here we are with the second worst record in the American League.
And the problem for me is, Vern, how are you selling this team going forward now? When you look at ESPN and MLB.com, both rank their farm system in the bottom third of Major League Baseball. So there's not like there's reinforcements on the way that people are excited about. And what are you going to do next year? How do you run this thing back with a lot of these same players, coaches, managers, GMs, assistant coaches, all these folks? How can you run this back in 27 and expect fans to buy in and expect it to be different next year?
I agree. And that's a question for John Sherman.
Yeah.
Because he's the only one that can make this change that so many people are desirous of. I see it all over social media, all over the text line. How come somebody hasn't been fired yet? And that's an easy thing to say, but you got to put a name on it. Bob, I don't always agree with the names that you're putting on it, but at least you're saying this is the guy.
Right.
I want this head to roll. I respect that. Give me a name, and I'll think it's silly because there's just no way that one person is responsible for all of this season. But I at least respect someone that's going to say, I want this individual to lose his job. To me, man, if you say it's the manager, I want Q gone. Well, okay, then who's making the next decision on who the next manager is? Does John Sherman give JJ another opportunity to bring in another coaching staff? And if not, is John Sherman going to clean house? I mean clean house, completely wipe out that front office, and we'll have a different voice, a different way of thinking in this organization for the first time in 25 years.
And I think that's what you need, though, Vern. If you are going to make those changes, you can't continue to promote from within. You have to go outside, I think, the organization and do things differently, because it's not working right now. Why does somebody deserve to be promoted if somebody gets fired in this organization? You're all in this together, I think.
Yeah. To me, the only way you don't, if there are changes made, which you would think there would have to be, and yet it's difficult to do one without doing them all. But I think the only way you could make a small change and not completely clean house is if you are able to go out and find a manager with enough gravitas to where he's almost viewed the same as the general manager, a la Andy Reid to Brett Veach, right? We know Andy Reid, when he got here, is going to the Hall of Fame. Brett Veach, now, I think we could acknowledge, is likely a Hall of Famer when it's all said and done, especially with the track that they're on. But I think that's the only route you can go. I mean, a former World Series manager, Alex Cora is out there now.
Right.
I think it would have to be someone like that has the presence to where, man, I'm right there with JJ making the decisions with him. I'm not necessarily getting the decision handed to me.
Could you get A.J. Hinch away from the Tigers? I mean, the way that they're trending.
Do you want him? That's the one team that's worse than you.
I know, but I look at the Tarek Skubal situation and the pitchers and all that injuries. And
well, then you got to do the same thing here.
Well,
but Reagan's, Bubic, Estevez.
Yes. Estevez, that's on the organization. They knew he wasn't ready. I mean, you said it on February 26th because I kept the note. I mean, they did nothing to figure that out. And so, but if you're going to fire A.J. Hinch, maybe that's a guy you could look at. You mentioned Alex Cora, who they fired. But, look what Philadelphia did. They fired Rob Thompson, put in Don Mattingly, and turned the thing around. And sometimes the voice...
But that's more on the players to me.
I guess. That's the funny part about baseball, Vern. It's
Zach Wheeler comes back, and Christopher Sanchez is the best lefty in baseball.
Yep.
Kyle Schwarber leads the sport in home runs. You fire Q all you want. Vinny and Salvi still stink. Maikel Garcia's still dealing with the hamstring.
Right.
Reagans and Bubic are not close to coming back. Neither is Carlos Estevez.
And that's why I say I don't
Jack
want Q.
Caglione has 11 RBI.
Yeah, I don't think Q's the guy, though. I don't think that makes much of a difference because, as you said, and we've talked about how much diminished the role is of the manager on this team. I think it's an organizational philosophy that needs to be changed right now. And I'm in for making a move because you need to send some shockwaves through your players at this point because they look like defeated. I mean, they look very sad. But also for your fan base, you've got to send a message to your paying customers that this isn't okay. And as long as you let it go on without doing something, you're telling your fans that it is okay. So I guess I'm in the spot of you need to make a move for the sake of making a move right now.
Yeah.
And I hate being there.
I understand, and again, you've at least said a name, so I respect that. But making a move to appease your fan base, you're going to be sadly mistaken in that. Make the move. And nobody's still coming to these games. It's not as if you fire the coach and they go, all right, let's go, boys. Now we're going to come out there and support you. No, they're still going to cancel their television subscription to the Royals. They're still going to give their tickets away. So if you work too hard to appease the fans, you, the owner, the GM, the manager, the old adage is you're going to become a fan. So, to me, I don't agree with that. To make a move just to make a move is – I understand where it comes from because – and it's impossible to argue with your point, Bob, about just how defeated this team looks and carries themselves. And, is that a negative reflection on leadership? No doubt about it. But to me, again, I think it's an even more negative reflection on the leadership inside that clubhouse. Salvi, you're the captain. Bobby, you're one of the faces of Major League Baseball, and this is your product? This is what you allow? You allow Maikel to dog it down the first baseline. You allow Carter to show up late. You allow, Cags to pout out on the field. You allow Lugo to point fingers at catchers. You allow it's just way too much going on in that clubhouse to have two pillars like Salvi and Bobby. And I understand that's not who Bobby is, but Bobby, you're about to turn 26, man. You've earned it. You can start demanding from your teammates, from your coaches, from your organization. He's one of those guys, and God love him. I'm going to focus on myself. What do I need to do to be properly prepared to put my team in a position to win? And Bobby works his tail off. Nobody works harder. But I need you to add something else to your pregame regimen. I need you to add something else to how you prepare for the game, and I need you to start demanding more from your teammates. And maybe people hear that and push back and say that's the job of a coach. Okay, that's perfectly fair. But to me, the best teams I've ever been around are the leadership comes from inside the clubhouse. They're player-led.
So, Vern, I'm not trying to be a smart ass, but is there
no, that just comes natural.
Yeah, for sure. Is there an option to send Vinny to AAA for like a mind, thing? I mean, I know that happened with Moose, but I think Moose was I don't know if he was younger. But is that an option? I don't know what it does, but that's just what people I hear say are like, they need to send Vinny to AAA to get his, ass in gear is basically what the sentence is.
But would it?
I don't know.
Would it? Who knows?
No,
I mean, it did to Moose. He didn't even go. They did a halfway turn. He came back, and then it was.
So it didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't really with Moose. Moose is a 3-time All-Star. It just clicked for him. No, I don't believe that Vinny can go back down to Omaha. I certainly don't think that there would be anything beneficial for him there. I mean, he has options. I don't really know. I mean, he's been in the big leagues 3 years. I don't have a good answer. I certainly don't think that's the option.
So what would you do? Like if they're on pace to go 60-102 right now, let's say that's the mark that they reached. They're 60-102. What do they do though this offseason to change things up, Vern? Because to me it looks like, oh my God, we've got so much to do.
Yeah. Well, the trade deadline, you have all of your expiring contracts that you must move, but none of them really are going to bring back the bounty that you're hoping for. The Lane Thomas, the John Schreibers, the Matt Stroms, and Chris Bubiches. Let's go throw some money around, really. I mean, that's the only thing I can come up with. Again, it all comes back to ownership. That's the only person that's going to make the type of move that fans are desirous of, because if you fire the manager, to me, the crosshairs on JJ just become more and more in focus. If I'm John Sherman, I'm going, well, then what the hell did you just convince me to give this guy a 3-year extension for?
Right.
What are you doing in my office? Get the hell out of here. I'm not firing Q. If anybody, I'm going to fire you. Get out of here.
Right.
So, yeah, to me, it all comes down to John Sherman. How much is he, or how prepared is he to hit that reset button on the power structure of this organization? And if he's not, well, then you better get ready to throw some real money around this offseason, because you need help in the bullpen, in the rotation, and in the offense. And like you mentioned earlier, Bob, it's not down in AAA.
No, it's definitely not. And that's the thing, too, Vern. If you're not ready to blow this thing up, then you are right. You better go out there and spend. Do they have the money as an organization to be able to do that now with the stadium
he's
stuff?
A billionaire.
Okay.
Yeah, they have the money.
Okay.
Vern, last one for you. Is who's untouchable before the deadline? Like, is Bobby the only one, or do you take calls?
Yeah, Bob's untouchable.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Vinny's stock has never been lower. So I'm not anxious to move someone that I'm going to have to accept pennies on the dollar.
Right.
When I look at this team, again, the only ones I really see being moved at the deadline are those expiring contracts. For as appealing as Michael Wacha is, with 1.5 years of team control, to part with 1.5 years of your best pitcher, your most reliable pitcher, parting with Michael Wacha also makes next season even worse than it already appears. So to part with Michael Wacha, you need to get a pretty solid bounty in return. And if I'm another team, I think Tarek Skubal might be cheaper than a Michael Wacha. To get 2 months of Tarek Skubal, 2 months of Freddie Peralta, 2 months of Sonny Gray, 2 months of Sandy Alcantara, 2 months of Kevin Gossman. There are quite a few big-name starting pitchers that have expiring contracts. If Chris Bubich can come back and perform well, flip him. You have to get rid of these expiring contracts. I just don't think that the bidding war for Michael Wacha will happen. So trade deadline, to me, it's Lane Thomas, it's John Schreiber, it's guys that really won't bring much back in return outside of a AA, single A arm. But untouchable, no, go ahead and call, but I have a feeling the individuals you're calling about are having down years and you're trying to rob me.
Vern, who you got, Knicks or Spurs?
I don't know how you bet against Wembanyama. The guy, I mean, the league belongs to him for the next 15, 20 years. Unless something else like that is being created between two people somewhere else, the league belongs to him.
Well, my heart belongs to you, Vern, and I'm always here for you whenever you need me, and we'll talk to you next week.
Sounds good. Thank you.
You bet. That's
Thanks,
Josh
Vern.
Vernier, our Royals insider here on 96.5 The Fan. We come back. We talk about said finals, Knicks versus Spurs. It starts Wednesday at 7:30 on ABC. We'll get to that next on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
Hey, it's Matt Quattrero, and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Royals baseball. 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
It's funny, I came home yesterday from a weekend away, and I looked at the yard, and it was green. It was beautiful. It was all that rain we had over the weekend that keeps our yard looking great. And my daughter looked at me. She goes, man, it's getting long. Wasn't Aspen just here the other day? And I'm like, yeah, but we had all this rain. So they get the opportunity to come out again and see how awesome their lawn looks. And I call it their yard because they put in all the hard work. All those college-educated professionals at Aspen took our front yard from looking like a dumpster into looking like an unbelievable golf course. It is perfect. It is spectacular with no weeds and dandelions and all of that. It is a yard that we are proud of. And we love utilizing our yard because we like being outside this time of year especially. But with those mosquitoes and the fleas and the ticks, sometimes it's not good to be outside. But with the mosquito dome from Aspen Lawn and Pest Control, our backyard is now safe. It's safe for our dog. It's safe for the kids. It's safe for us. It's safe for everybody because the mosquitoes, the ticks, the fleas, and others are no longer part of our backyard because of the mosquito dome from Aspen Lawn and Pest Control. Right now, they're going to give you a free estimate and up to half off your first application when you mention this ad. So visit them now at aspenlawn.com. That's aspenlawn.com.
If your engine takes longer to start in the morning than you do, don't worry. Just take it to Telly. Schedule your service at tellytire.com. You know how avoiding eye contact with people when your brakes screech makes it less awkward? It doesn't. But you can just take it to Telly. Schedule your service at tellytire.com.
Man, you gotta stop ignoring the obvious signs your bodies are giving you. Yeah, your low sex drive, your low energy. Yeah, it's probably just I'm tired from the weekend. No, all of these things can be a sign of low testosterone. 1 in 4 men over 40 have low testosterone. I'm in my 40s now. You gotta pay attention to your health. At Low T Center, it's the original TRT clinic, and they've been changing lives since 2009. So book a free testosterone test today and help get your energy, focus, and sex drive back. That's fixmylowt.com. FixMyLowT.com.
By now, you've heard that Booth Creek Wagyu steaks and beef are the best tasting, most flavorful cuts you've ever had. And if you don't believe us, try it for free. Try Booth Creek Wagyu anytime at 95th and Knoll or 135th and Metcalf. Stop by our store and we'll prepare a free mouth-watering sample of your selected choice cut. Heart-healthy, low-cholesterol, authentic American, full-blooded Wagyu steaks and beef. We know you'll love it as much as we do. Crafted for exceptional beginnings. Join the Booth Creek Wagyu revolution at boothcreekwagyu.com.
Imagine buying your next car from one dealership.
With the support of many.
With everything you'll ever need.
When you buy from any of the Balderston Auto Group dealerships, you're getting the support from all of our dealerships.
Like our 100 service bays, collision, and detail centers.
And our free exclusive lifetime warranty. No other auto group gives you that.
From north, central, south, the Balderston Auto Group has you covered.
A family committed to
excellence, growth,
and harmony.
Go to bagkc.com.
Hi, folks. Bob from Blue Springs Ford. Hey, Blaine, my sister Kathy wants to buy a Bronco at an employee price.
What perfect timing, because right now Blue Springs Ford is giving employee pricing to everyone.
So what's the real difference in pricing?
2025 Bronco Sport starting at $29,000.
Wow, that's less than $30,000.
Up to $10,000 off MSRP on 2026 F-150s, and you get a lifetime powertrain warranty for free.
Folks, go to bluespringsford.com right now, because this ends soon.
I love days like these at the pool, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can sometimes take me out of the moment. I'm ready to make a splash with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza. Skyrizi is a prescription-only injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. At 4 months, most people saw 90% clearer skin when measured from head to toe, and many were even 100% plaque-free. People also saw significant improvement in psoriasis symptoms of pain, redness, itching, and burning.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Now there's nothing on my skin, thanks to Skyrizi, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZI to learn more.
As a paramedic, do you recommend seatbelts?
I'm definitely an advocate for seatbelts.
Why?
When you're in a wreck, the seatbelt immediately will lock you in place and hold you exactly where you are. And if the vehicle rolls, spins, or just sustains a lot of force, you're going to stay right where you are, protected and cushioned. That's how they're designed.
But it's my choice if I wear one. You can't make me.
It's your decision, but you're going to see me if you decide to not wear your seatbelt, and it might not be a good situation for you.
Always buckle up. A message from the Kansas Department of Transportation and your local law enforcement community.
Staples presents Celebrations Made Easy.
I went to Staples for a custom printed graduation banner and invites and saw that Party City is now at Staples.
Wait, what?
Party City is now at Staples.
So now Staples has balloons?
Yep.
Decorations?
Yes.
Streamers, cups, table covers?
Yep, Staples has everything for a party. And now buy 2 get 1 free on select foil balloons.
Holy confetti! So the best parties start at Staples.
That was easy.
In 613 select stores, exclusions apply. In-store or buy online. Pick up in-store only.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Brought to you by the Kansas City Auto Show, June 4th through 7th at the Overland Park Convention Center. Grandview 49 northbound, still a little heavy from Missouri 150 up towards 140th Street, but the earlier accident up at Red Bridge has finally cleared. All lanes getting through, and most of those delays have unwound. The Kansas City Auto Show is back, taking over the Overland Park Convention Center. The latest cars and trucks, exclusive test drives. See the future of driving. Get your tickets now at kansascityautoshow.com. The Kansas City Auto Show, June 4th through 7th. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
27 years ago. And then I think it would be 26 years ago. Take Off Your Pants would come out. That's the album that changed my life, which we talked about earlier in the week last week. I want to say that was my, 8th grade year? Yeah, 8th grade year, I believe. What an album. What an album. From top to bottom. But,
yeah, 99 to 03, that 3-album stretch.
Yep.
Enema, Take Off Your Pants Jacket, and the self-title. It's a pretty good stretch.
And they had, a pretty dynamite run before that, too, with Cheshire Cat and Dude Ranch.
Yes.
Both great albums as well. So the NBA Finals Wednesday night on ABC at 7:30 p.m. Going to be great. Going to be a great one. I got what I wanted, so I can't complain anymore. I said I want Wemby and I want the Knicks, and I want it now. I've Aruka salted it into existence. So that helps out for me because I love there's a lot more than just 2 superstars, right? Like there's more than just that. But that is the paved road, right? You can go down the road less traveled and go down, back in 99 or whatever it was, Duncan and, whoever. But like you take the Knicks in one hand, right? And you think about their fan base, just thirsty for success. And they're in the finals. They survived. And they didn't just survive. They blew teams out en route to get to the finals.
They survived Atlanta and then took out their survival on everybody else.
Yeah. And, they brought in a new coach. They got rid of Tibbs. They bring in Mike Brown. They've got Jalen Brunson, a 2nd-round pick, an undersized guard. But wait, when the clock hits the 4th quarter, this man turns into a giant killer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, there's a giant that they're going to deal with on Wednesday night in San Antonio, which is Wembanyama, which the picture I saw, and then there's all these things that come out, like his pregame ritual where he's juggling tennis balls and going down to one knee and keeping his hand-eye coordination in focus. And then I saw the picture of him holding a Major League Baseball. Couldn't believe it.
Oh my gosh, yeah. That
Google
picture's
search it.
crazy.
Does it look like he's holding a marble or something?
His thumb is curled over his fingers, and you can't see the ball. It's nuts. I'll find
That's
it.
so cool.
I mean,
awesome.
it's crazy.
I like that.
And
He posted it and he said, LOL.
Oh, that's so good. Could you imagine him pitching?
It's like this. Oh, he'd have the spin rate would be insane.
I mean, that would be cool to see him go out there on the mound.
He would release it at 20 feet away.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Randy Johnson, they used to bitch about because of his release point being so close, to home plate. And it does matter. I mean, if you're that tall and your release point is way out here, it's less time. I mean, it's such an advantage for a pitcher to be that big and be able to do, something like that. But, I mean, the NBA has hit a home run. This is their best finals that they've had in a very long time.
Ratings will be gigantic.
And it will be huge. It should be, I should say. It should be huge.
They will be.
For this. It's on normal ABC. There's no excuses for why you can't watch this, right? It's not like you got to go to Peacock or
And the Western
Paramount
Conference Finals were great ratings on Peacock.
Yeah, right. They did pull a good number. Absolutely. And you because they were also on NBC. They weren't just on Peacock. They were still on the big networks. And I still think that does matter, having it on the big network for everybody to have their ease of finding it at this point in time. In 5 years, it may not matter. The big networks may not exist in 5 years. It may all be streaming at this point in time. But when you're looking at this matchup, though, this should be a huge ratings number for the NBA. It should be one of the biggest numbers that they've ever seen, I would think, when it comes to this, because you've got the makings of what potentially could be a new dynasty in the San Antonio Spurs. And then you have the Knicks, which happen to play in the world's biggest city, however, are not a team that everybody hates like they do every other team from the world's biggest city. Oh, my, that is crazy. Wow.
Oh, the baseball photo.
Oh, my goodness, yeah. Show the camera. Like that's insane. That's
You can't
nuts.
even see the ball. It's crazy. His
I love
fingers
it.
are just,
I think it's really
amazing.
good. So, the NBA couldn't have scripted this any better,
100%.
man. This is so good for the NBA, and it's going to be so much fun. And you're looking at the best player in the game, maybe the best young player in the game. I don't know if you want to say Wemby's the best player in the game, however you want to look at it.
He is.
Spurs are that classic NBA franchise that everybody knows is always good. Took a couple of years off, but kind of found their way back to the spotlight. They actually did what you're supposed to do when you tank, have 2 bad years and then get back and be really good. A lot of these teams that tank just go to mediocrity. The Spurs went from ass to, unbelievable in one season. And then you have the Knicks. I mean, this is a more compelling matchup, in my opinion, than the Super Bowl. And I'm a huge NFL fan. But that New England-Seattle thing didn't have much appeal, right? This Spurs-Knicks series should have even the most of casual sports fans interested to see what happens. And I'll throw one at you guys. Does this Spurs team beginning this year have more success than Duncan and Robinson? Because I think you could, on paper, start to make the case with the threesome that they have in San Antonio potentially lasting a lot longer because they've come onto the scene together, young, and a couple of years early. They may end up going on and have a better run than Duncan and Robinson did with, 4 championships that they won?
Well, Robinson didn't win those.
No, he did not. David Robinson did not. You're right.
So Tim Duncan and Tony and Manu.
And Manu, if you want to go with that group. I'm just thinking of the first Spurs team that won it in 99 and how they played that
My
way
response would be pump the brakes.
Yeah, of course.
You got to win one and then go to another one to start talking dynasty, first off. I'm going to say that. I'm not saying to win 20 years like what's his face, Glenn Beck or whatever that guy's name was that joined our show from New England.
Yeah.
But Glenn Beck. I don't know what his name was. What was his name?
Gary Myers.
Yeah,
Gary Myers.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. That guy sucked.
Get bent.
But the thing is, Champagny and Vidal, or not Vidal, I'm thinking of the wrong name.
Yeah, Vassell and Champagny are great.
Yeah,
but
Vassell
it's Castle and Harper.
and
are the two.
Castle and Harper are insane
Those guys
with Wemby. I mean, that threesome
20,
guys.
21, and 22 years old.
Correct.
That's why,
and
yes.
That's their core. Now, at one point, I think we will say that Wemby's the best player in the world.
I'm not ready to quite say that yet. I don't know who is. I don't know what the right answer
I think
is.
he is, but that's fine.
But at one
whatever.
point, Tim
He's 2
Duncan
or
might
3.
have been the best player in
Right.
the world. For a short,
Exactly, Mac. He's 2 or 3 if he ain't 1, right?
Fine,
If he ain't 1, he's 2.
Yeah.
Because you could have somebody say, well, SGA's better. Okay, that's fine. He's won an MVP. He
I
has
just
the
watched
accolades and
Wemby
title.
outplay him. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. Again, it's been 1 year where Wemby's actually shown what he can be. So I'm pumping the brakes on all that.
I'll give him, it's been 150, 160 games, about 2 seasons now that we've seen him be this guy.
All right. Yeah. But again, I'm not saying, I wasn't saying Mahomes was the best football player and, when Brady was still beating him. So I need to see which is a fine argument to have. Like, I want to see more because I feel
Totally.
like we're all doing what we say we don't like. When we're like, oh, the Patriots are, they could be the next dynasty. It's like, what have they won? Right? Like, so again, it's not hate on the Spurs, but like, that's what makes this so great because whoever wins this, I think we're going to see that next kind of, is this team the next one? Or are we going to see this matchup for many years to come?
Yeah.
Because you have, the Knicks ain't no slouch either.
But they're older. The Spurs have the staying power, right?
I mean, the Knicks are older, but it's not like they're ancient.
No, but I mean, in sports terms, your leader's 30 at this point.
Yeah,
right?
30 and small. It's different. Yeah,
It's different.
I agree with you. It's going to be. It's why I think Wemby's going to be the most hated player in the league by this time next year because a lot of the talk. But I also think it's unprecedented. Truly, that is one of the most overused words ever. Forget elite. Unprecedented, and this is truly unprecedented in sports and in basketball to have a big three together, all under the age of 22, and
Exactly
that is
point.
why I think it is more merited to say, could this be the next dynasty? Could this be the longest run of a threesome we see?
That's why I asked you guys that.
100%.
Because
Golden State had a hell of a run.
They
with their
did.
three.
They really
Who?
did.
Sorry, I
Golden
didn't see.
State.
Golden State. They had a good run.
Oh, yeah. I'm saying the longest. Like,
Yeah.
they didn't get... They were together young, and they didn't actually start winning or even get to a championship until Steph was 26 years old.
And that's the difference, though.
They won 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, but these guys could have 3 under their belts before they reach the age of Steph, and those guys did when they got there first.
Yeah.
And I think that's what Mac is saying, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I threw it out there as the next dynasty, because of where they are age-wise, It's not the last great American dynasty, as Taylor would say. It could be the next great American dynasty with the way that they are young and playing and ahead of schedule and playing in a championship round. This may be a one and done for the Knicks, right? We may not see the Knicks back in the NBA Finals, but if they win this thing, they'll go down as the greatest team in New York history, and they may never be back. People just want this team to win. I think the Knicks are I don't want to use the term a one and done. They're a hit it and quit it type of team. I think right now the Spurs have that staying power. And I will say this, we got to give credit to the Knicks for firing Thibodeau and making that move, because it turned out to be the right move. What the Knicks showed us at the end of last season is that we're not going to be just this. We want more. And the Royals ought to take that advice. And John Sherman should take that advice from Dolan, because the Knicks made the Eastern Conference Finals last year and immediately fired their coach and said it wasn't good enough. And now look where they are.
Is Wemby already better than Jokic?
So I was having that conversation with somebody yesterday.
I think the answer is no.
Yeah, I would have Wemby the best player in the league right now.
Yeah, I was having we were talking about it on our baseball trip about it. Has Wemby passed Jokic now?
Yeah, he affects the game more than anyone in the league.
Yeah.
Wow. Coming up next, we'll get into.
Okay.
I can't disagree.
No, it's
No,
just
it's like
you
disagree.
didn't disagree. You just said whoop, and then
No,
went to the next.
I said wow.
Okay. Yeah. No, let's talk about it. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, okay. We can.
All right.
We're right back on 96.5 The Fan. Your home.
You're listening to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Chiefs football. 96.5 The Fan. Fescoe and Dusty is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
Hey, it's Dusty.
What if you
Like
could
it,
have the
fellas,
most reliable-
I get it. Sometimes you don't want to be told the truth because you're hiding behind your emotions or your insecurities. It's fine. But you know what? The truth is, ED can ruin the moment, and nobody wants that. Not you, not your significant other, because it's not always about you. But when you're getting intimate with your partner and you aren't able to perform the way that you used to or the way that you're able to, there can really be frustrating times. But at Heartland Men's Health, they're here to settle those frustrating times. There are a wide range of advanced treatment options for every stage of ED that can help you get back to performing again. Heartland Men's Health uses advanced medical science to empower male performances with therapies that go far beyond pills. Heartland Men's Health is successfully treating men in the Kansas City area. So call them today and find out why their advanced treatment strategies offer so much more. They have an expert staff, and if you are like a lot of men, you could be having sex the day after your appointment. They have 3 locations to serve you: Overland Park, Kansas; Independence, Missouri, between Blue Springs and Lee Summit; and in North Kansas City. So call them today at 844-447-6600 or visit them at heartlandmenshealth.com.
Baseball season is in full swing, and that means the summer heat is coming. The guys at Climate Control have been serving KC homeowners for over 35 years, and they know how to get your cooling system ready to handle our scorching hot summer weather. Stay cool and comfortable this summer. Call Climate Control today at 816-265-2830. 816-265-2830 for all your cooling, heating, and plumbing needs. Don't wait. Visit ClimateControlKC.com today. Climate Control Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Having unexpected car trouble or just in a car accident? Call Jay Southland Tow Service, 816-779-4869 or southlandtow.com. Use the tow service trusted by most local police departments. They can do it all. Be in the know and call Jay's Southland Tow.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/team. That's ZipRecruiter.com/team.
ZipRecruiter. Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
Paid for client portrayal and endorsement. Choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.
After my car wreck, there was a lot I didn't know. I do know. If you've been hurt in a car wreck, call me. I've got this. Mike's got this.
816-888-7500.
Mike's got this.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
North KC, 169 highway southbound, heavy in the 9 highway interchange, stays off again on again, slow to the airport exit. 71 northbound, slow rolling past 87th, stays sluggish to Gregory, Kansas side, 435 eastbound, slow from Antioch over to Metcalf. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
The 5th annual Cody and Gold Garage Sale is back Wednesday, June 10th, with all auction items benefiting the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum. This is your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan, KFNC FM and AM, HD1 and HD2 Kansas City, in Odyssey Sports Station.
Back at it, 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports. Talked about it earlier where you said JJ and Q could be Pioli and Haley.
Yeah.
Now, those two hated each other, if I'm not mistaken,
did,
right?
yes.
Because he started growing his beard out and hair, was giving the bird to the press box where he didn't even know if he was there. The two here don't hate each other that I'm aware of, but I mean, I do remember for like a short period of time, I was like, because like my dad was like my insider because he was locked into the shows every day, and I was, you
were a kid.
It was 07. Is that when that was?
No, that was 12.
12. Okay,
Yeah.
so 12. I'm like,
The end was 2012.
I'm in and out of like going to college and all this sort of stuff. So I'm not really here listening to everything. And my dad would read the paper every day. He's like, Todd Haley's beard just keeps getting grosser and grosser. I'm like, why are you bringing this up? He goes, because Pioli hates it, and he hates Pioli.
Well, the Clarks at the time hated it. The Hunt family hated it too, and so he was trying to, just mess with everybody because he felt like he was being, I mean, this is the same guy whose husband him and his wife were on a news story in Pittsburgh. Or him and his wife, I should say, are on the news in Pittsburgh for like stealing fixtures out of rental homes and stuff like that.
Well, they also got kicked out of a bar on New Year's Eve called the Tequila Cowboy.
They did, yes.
Now he's tworking in a UFL team, doing stuff with like even longer. Imagine if you had
Have
that
you seen the hair now? It is fantastic.
He's Kenny Powers.
Yeah, he gives zero what.
No, he's leaned into the absolute heel role of everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Life.
And he should. You might as well. But that's
which
where
we should have known when he was like trying to fight Anquan Bolden in the Super Bowl
or
whatever that game was.
But again, I mean, that whole story, they thought they had Mike Shanahan coming here, and he turned them down because of the way they handled out the door with Herm Edwards. And so they thought they were going to get Shanahan. He turned them down. And so now it's middle of February. Like, what are we going to do? We got to find a guy.
Right.
He knew this guy from the Jets, hired him in. And, it wasn't a great hire, obviously, by Scott Pioli. And it shows a lot of similarities to what we're seeing with JJ and Q as well, where they came in that first year and everybody gets a free pass, right? You have that first bad year. You're taking over a new franchise. Fine. Nobody cares. That second year, what happened with the Chiefs that year? They made the playoffs in that second year with Todd Haley and hand with Scott Pioli. After that season, Haley and Pioli would go on and not do much more after that and started to take a downward spiral. After that 2010 season, Pioli had told me, he goes, I was going to fire Todd Haley, but you guys would have ripped me if I fired Todd Haley at that time. It would have been the right move after that playoff season to fire Todd Haley because the organization was in a mess, in a rut, and they were never able to get out of it. I'm not saying that's what's happening here with the baseball side, but it's trending that way. So you had the first bad year, then you had the second year where you reached playoff success and got into the postseason and probably overachieved and took advantage of the White Sox or whatever easy schedule you had from the following year. And then you progressively got worse after that. And by 2012, it was time to go. Midway through the season, Lewisburg cider rant took place, and the season was done. They fired Todd Haley, and they moved on to Romeo Crennel. Or that was Romeo Crennel. They moved on from Todd Haley in 2012. They moved on from Romeo Crennel, and here we sit with Andy Reid. But that's kind of the pattern that we're seeing right now with the Royals. Really bad first season, which is fine. Nobody cares about that. Really good second season with the playoffs, overachieved, and then dissipated after that. And that's where they are right now. This team is dissipating. And that's why you have to say, is this going down the Haley-Pioli route, or can they rectify this thing? And based on their roster, based on their minor league system right now, and what others are saying about the minor league system being bottom third in all of baseball, I don't know that there is a way to rectify this thing at this point in time. And you just hope that the Royals as an organization aren't going down the road that the Chiefs went down to, where it's rock bottom and banners are flying and people are burning their tickets. You don't want to see that happen. But you know what that did? It forced major change with the Kansas City Chiefs. And because of the fans revolting the way that they did, the Hunts got embarrassed, and they hired the best possible guy out there. They got Andy Reid, and they changed their entire philosophy. So maybe this would be good for John Sherman to see it go that way, to give him an inkling that fans aren't happy, and you do need to change what you're doing.
I think I'm also at the point in this season where I don't think anything's going to happen until the end of the season.
And we're at that point now, too. Like, what's the point, right, at this point in
time? If it hasn't happened, yeah. What would make it us think it happens now?
Nobody's going to care at this point either.
Because you have, Mac, a royal decree that you want to bring up today that you brought up earlier that maybe not everybody heard.
I don't want to do it, but I've got a formal request, and this just goes out to all the people who are hopeful. Dusty, I commend you and your positivity, but I think we now, for the health of all of us as fans, and to not be disingenuous to what we are watching every night, if you're still watching every night, which you should be because we love the Royals, but this team sucks and nothing's changing this year. So my formal request to all of you is to not hear the word wild card and Royals in the same sentence again for the rest of the year. No matter how bad the AL is, they are the stinkiest part of that stinky conference. And it's on and off the field. We've talked about all of these issues, but it's not just, oh yeah, first base and need an outfield bat and yeah, pitch. Like we could go through the baseball things. There's things way more than just 9 guys in a rotation and lineups being a problem with this organization right now.
Well, and I think you're right about that because going forward at the end of this season, we're going to be saying we need a first baseman, we need a second baseman, we may need a third baseman at this point in time. Garcia's dogging it out there, and now he's hurt. We're going to need another outfielder, at least one. So that's 4 positions potentially that you're going to need to fill. What are you going to do at catcher? Because Salvi is clearly reaching the end of his line, so you're probably going to have to get another catcher in there. You're going to have to trade a couple of pitchers this offseason. You're going to need to rebuild the bullpen. Like, the amount of work that's out there is really like the amount of work when we saw John Dorsey and Andy Reid have to come in and rebuild the Chiefs as an organization, because that's what this organization is going to need to rebuild. I don't want to sit here at the end of the year and go, oh, we like this guy or we like that guy. If guys aren't performing this year, I can't bring them back next year. That's kind of where I am, because you're a year older too after this. It's not like you're getting younger. And so if guys aren't performing this year, I don't want to hear the conversation in the offseason that we can't trade Vinny, or we can't move on from Sal, or maybe we can't trade, Bono out in center field, or whatever it may be, or Caglione at this point in time, because they've told us he's not an everyday player at this point in time with the way that they utilize him. So I want to remember these conversations that we have on June 1 at the end of the season when I'm sitting here saying, trade this guy, trade that guy, trade that guy, and everybody's telling me I'm an idiot. Trade them all. You're on pace to lose 102.
I think your catcher is Carter for the future.
Yeah.
They've given you that.
Obviously, you need a backup, though, right?
Obviously, Blake Mitchell's in your system. Mm-hmm. I don't know if he's got the promise that some of these other guys have.
He's doing well at high A right now.
So he's got some time. He's got to get up there, though.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think at this point it's like, play like it's 2027. maybe we need Salvador Perez become Jake Taylor. Just become a player manager. And just be like, hey man, I want to do this in the future, but now I'm just gonna be in the room and do all this stuff. I'm out of answers. I'm out of theories of what to do. Obviously I'll watch every single game. They play tonight at 6:10 against Cincinnati. Vern's On Deck show starts at 5:00. This is kind of cool. Speaking of the NBA Finals, as we can get back into, the card game obviously is impossible to be not going to be stopped. So all players in the NBA Finals will wear a USA 250 patch. The patches will be removed after each game with a select game-worn patch later featured inside ultra-rare trading cards.
Nice. Cool. That's awesome.
So
that's
like
a great idea.
If Wemby goes off for, I think he's already got one. It's like the Western Conference Finals patch, and it's a one-of-one that you can go try to buy. You can buy one, or you can buy 50 or 10 or whatever it is until they're sold out. And then you have a chance to get one of those rare cards. Now, if Brunson or Wemby or Cat or somebody has a big game, they'll remove that patch, put it on a card with them, and have it signed, and it'll be a next feature.
That's cool.
Great idea.
You want to talk about Wemby wins a title. They cut that USA 250 one-of-one signed championship game card.
You keep
There's not a lot of buzz for USA 250.
Well, I mean, it's not 4th of July yet.
I know, but we're a month away. We got the World Cup and everything going on, and it feels like it's all going to hit us next week. We're all going to go, oh my God, the World Cup in America 250. Let's go.
I think today is like, I don't know if it's today. Maybe I'm late, but I think like June 1st is like unanimous, as in like summer's here. Like you go outside. Sure. Like, I was just talking to Alex about his experience the College World Series going to KU. He's like, parents live close to the stadium. He's like, 4-minute walk. He goes, by the time I got there, I was dripped in sweat. It was so muggy outside on Saturday. I was like, summer's here, dude. Like, you can go outside right now and you're like, oh, all right. So I think like once you kind of get in the flow of things, like you've got on your vacation or like your kids have been out of school for a week and all of a sudden you start smelling July coming around the corner, then I think it gets going again because we can all wear the shirt Rex Ryan wore last year. I'm just here to bang.
Here for the fireworks.
2 chicks on each side. I'm just here to bang.
Legend.
Got to find that shirt. Got to figure out how to get that shirt. Coming up next, we'll get back into the playoffs, the NBA Finals, and also more A.J. Brown news is coming as the June 1st deadline. Well, it's here. 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
Hey, it's Bobby Witt Jr., and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Royals baseball, 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you what, we all know what a big investment our home is, right? And you always want your house to look awesome. And if it's not looking great right now, then my friends over at CertaPro Painters can help you get your house looking awesome again. And when you're looking for that perfect paint job, whether it be on the inside of your home or the outside, you can trust the folks over at CertaPro Painters to get the job done right the first time because they take pride in what they do. And as your homeowner, as you know, the last thing you want to do is have more stress and worries about your house. You don't have to do that with CertaPro Painters because the process is worry-free, starting with that free estimate. The free estimates, the reliable communication, professional painting, it's all done at the right price with my friends over at CertaPro Painters. And each CertaPro Painters is independently owned and operated right here in Kansas City. So when you choose CertaPro Painters, you're not hiring a service, you're trusting a local professional with over 70,000 five-star reviews to make your house feel like your home. So schedule your appointment now and get that free estimate at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. It's CertaPro.
Hey, it's Dusty Likens, and you know baseball is underway. I know it. You know it. I've seen all your gorgeous pictures, and you know I'm referencing Surfside iced tea and vodka or a Surfside lemonade and vodka. They're smooth, and they're refreshing and perfectly made for game day. Surfside is the perfect match for the ballpark or catching the game at home. Surfside is only 100 calories with 0 bubbles, so it goes down easy with 0 troubles. It's not a seltzer, it's Surfside. Proud partner of the Kansas City Royals. Must be 21 and older. Please drink responsibly.
It is out of here.
Man, if your strain isn't as strong as it used to be, or you're taking more breaks to the bathroom than the 7th inning stretch of a televised baseball game,
we'll be back after this.
It's time to get checked. An enlarged prostate or BPH could be the cause, and Kansas City Urology Care is here to help. fast answers, trusted care. Don't wait. Come see Kansas City's largest, most experienced, and most advanced urology team. Visit kcuc.com today. At KCUC, you see the best in KC.
You hear people say that one decision can change your life. For Ben, it was one radio ad and one phone call.
I'm Ben, a Centric graduate and a service desk manager advisory. If one radio ad and one phone call with Russ can change my life, imagine what it could do for you. Centric got me the foundation I needed to be able to succeed in any and all IT fields. The last 7 years to where I started to where I am now, it's one of the craziest wild rides that I've been on.
If you've been thinking about making a change, stop waiting. Your next chapter could start with one call. Visit Centric.com today.
Hi, I'm Katie, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. Daydreaming about bringing your engagement ring vision to life? As a jewelry consultant, I'm here to help. Compare ring styles side by side. They're in stock and ready to try on. Then customize it with an engraving or decorative crown. At Shane Company, there are so many ways to create your dream ring at your dream price. Visit us in-store or at shaneco.com because a friend wants you to get exactly what you want. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
If your engine takes longer to start in the morning than you do, don't worry. Just take it to Telly. Schedule your service at tellytire.com.
Get everything you need for the entire job delivered. From lumber to drywall, flooring, and fixtures, get it all delivered from the Home Depot. With same day, next day, or any day delivery. Staying on track and on time is crucial to your job. That's why it's our job to get you what you need when you need it. We deliver the supplies. You deliver the results. Brought to you by the Home Depot.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
Are you looking for a podcast about pro football that doesn't put you to sleep with an avalanche of analytics or insult your fandom with brainless hot takes? Well, hi. I'm Dan Hansis.
And I'm Mark Sessler.
Oh, hi, Mark. And we're the hosts of Heed the Call, the NFL podcast you've been waiting your whole life for.
Heed the Call covers every game, every storyline, everything that matters, and we do it all with a touch of mirth.
Football is fun. Why shouldn't your football podcast be the same?
Follow and listen to Heed the Call NFL podcast wherever you get your podcast.
At Liberty Mutual, we love helping people with things like customizing car insurance, just like how we customize a song for you. Catered country tune. Liberty Mutual, saving you bucks by protecting your truck. 'Cause Birdie told me to only pay for what I need. Thank you, Limu. I'll always trust an emu with Liberty, 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 Liberty.
Today, expect patchy fog in the morning, followed by mostly sunny skies with a high of 86.
Weather brought to you by Capital One. Capital One offers no fees or minimums on checking accounts. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank guide. Capital One NA, member FDIC.
The countdown to the World Soccer Championship is brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City. From here for wherever you are, that's the benefit of blue. Visit bluekc.com/benefit of blue for more information. You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
Some interesting news about the NBA Finals. First off, via Yahoo Sports, 32 years ago, Reggie Miller dropped a playoff career-high 39 points versus the Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals, and the iconic meme was born of the two hands on the neck to spike. And if ABC is where this action will be, that means we get Chuck, Shaq, Ernie, and Kenny every pre, half, and post-game,
Nice.
right? We should get that?
Yes.
Good. We should. Hopefully ESPN allows us to get those fellas, right?
I would assume so. This is the biggest stage
it.
of the season.
You have to have
why
these
you
guys,
spent the money.
right? This is it.
Got the biggest superstar, the best show, the best personalities that talk about the game itself. I mean, I can't
The most
wait.
anticipated NBA Finals, you know.
Yeah, I'm excited to see like what they bring.
It's great.
And I think that's what makes those shows great is because we're excited and talking about the personalities around it. Like there's not many football games where I'm like, oh, these two guys are on the call. This should be interesting. Now, if it's obviously like Harlan or if I'm in my car and Mitch is going nuts and it's a comeback, I'm like, locked in. I don't get out. But like knowing Wednesday that game's at 7:30, at 6:30, I'll be locked in, right? Ready to go, hear what they have to say, see what they talk about when it comes to Wemby because I'm excited because like Shaq and Chuck come from that background of like being a big man in the sport and the biggest stage. And I'm really excited to see what they have to bring when it comes to like talking about this matchup. Plus, they know the history with the New York Knicks. They obviously went through it. They lived it. And now they get to sit back and talk about it with the Knicks in the finals.
Right. I think it's going to be great from that perspective to see those guys talking about this team because I think you're right. They know the history. They know the magnitude. They know what this means. I'm trying to think of like, we talked about it last week and somebody made the analogy, I think it was Ben, obviously, that said about the Cubs, winning in 2016. This is the only thing the Knicks winning a championship would be relatable to that we've experienced. The Red Sox in 03 or 04 when they finally beat the Yankees and had that comeback. The Chicago Cubs in 16. But that's it, guys. I mean, it really is when you talk about long droughts of franchises that have been around for 150 years like the Knicks have, watching them win a championship, everybody knows what the historical perspective of that is, but also people also know what the pop cultural aspect of that thing is and what's going to happen in our country from a pop culture standpoint and what it's going to be like. Because if the Knicks end up winning this thing, how many memes are we going to have that are going to be commonplace because of the parade? How many sayings are we going to get that are going to become commonplace because of the parade, Like all of those things that happen when teams win championships are going to be developed, and it could be in New York, and it could be one of the greatest spectacles that we've ever seen. And for a city like that who really hasn't seen an NBA championship, I mean, come on, guys. It's going to be great. It's going to be outstanding. That's why I think even the most casual fan should be rooting for the Knicks this time. The Spurs have the staying power. They're going to be around. This may be the Knicks' only chance to go do something like this.
And the Knicks might play game one and Wemby goes off. And
you knew right then and there, we are
We're screwed. Yeah, it's fun because both these teams are really liked yet. We haven't gotten to like the point where we're tired of the Knicks. They win all the time, big market, none of that. Like they haven't won in forever in the big market. They got a likable star who feels like the underdog, and then Wemby isn't hated yet. That'll be a year or two down the line where everyone will despise him because he's great and he'll have won multiple MVPs and a DPO. Like that'll all start to happen. But right now he's new. He's the new guy in the block. Mahomes in 2019, where it's like, oh, this is awesome. We love him. Look at the baby face, and he's so good, and we've never seen anything like it. So yeah, it's really fun to have two teams, and me just an NBA fan. I'm kid in a candy store, man. I'm just excited. I'm rooting for both teams. I'm rooting for a great series. I'll be happy with either way.
Usually you get excited about a Super Bowl or a World Series when it's your team and your team involved. I feel like everybody is genuinely, and I use the term everybody loosely, obviously. I think sports fans are genuinely excited about this NBA final where I don't remember the excitement being there for a long time with the Super Bowls or with the World Series where you're happy just to see those two teams if you don't have a dog in the fight. Most of America doesn't have a dog in the fight for what's going to happen in the NBA Finals, but I genuinely feel like America cares about this one.
You look at the wherever you get your sports books, it's pretty even all the way across. The Spurs in Game 1 are 4.5-point favorites, yet I thought the Knicks were supposed to be the favorites to win the series, right? But it's not anymore.
No. Knicks are plus 175.
Yeah, to win the series?
Yeah, Spurs minus 200.
Yeah, so here I got, minus 205 plus 170, same concept. And then your awards, right? The MVP of the finals, Wembanyama minus 185, Jalen Brunson plus 210. You want to take a really big stretch, you could say catch your MVP if the Knicks can win it plus 1,800.
Wow.
Which, if you believe the Knicks can win the series, Cat's going to have to be the best he's ever been because I would assume his matchup is Wemby.
I think it's going to be OG Anunoby from what I'm seeing because out of the guys who've guarded Wemby for 100 possessions, apparently OG Anunoby is the best out of.
He's plus 6,000 to win MVP.
Be great. I mean, if he's guarding Wemby and he shoots threes like he's been shooting.
Okay, you mentioned the shooting the threes. I was going to say, can he win MVP if he plays defense so good that Wemby becomes like the second option or something like that? Would that translate enough for the voters who aren't watching the game because they're playing solitaire or on their computer?
Well, I'll just go back to Andre Iguodala. Or you can go back to last series and Alex Caruso, where we were praising Alex Caruso. And, great series, one of the best role players I've ever seen. We were praising him after game one. Wemby scored 40. Wow, look at Alex Caruso's defense on Wembanyama. It was the same thing in Andre Iguodala back in 2017 or whatever. It was, wow, Andre Iguodala shutting down LeBron James. He's averaging 35 points per game on the series, okay? But because he's so good and you were able to sterilize him just a little bit, we're going to give you that huge kudos. So I guess that could happen to OG. 6'8" guy stopping the 7'5" guy.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, Brunson or Wemby, it's probably got to be.
Yeah, I mean, those are the two guys that their team goes with how they go. Especially if Brunson's like the fourth quarter assassin that he's been in recent history. Like if he's going out there and willing his team to win, he's probably going to win the MVP. But then again, when the Celtics won it, it was Jaylen Brown. It wasn't Jason Tatum, who was having himself a hell of a finals.
I think the Knicks can steal one in San Antonio. To your point, like Jalen Brunson, they're down 5 in the fourth quarter in San Antonio. You think he's scared?
No.
Not
a chance.
What if the Knicks do steal one down there in San Antonio?
I think that's why you put that plus 175. Put that in. Put that in now.
Yeah, I'm also interested to see how they do against the West.
It's true.
Because the East, we talked all year, is kind of down. It wasn't great, and they just blew everybody out on their route to the NBA Finals. And then the West, you're like, okay, well, let's see. I don't know, like matchup wise, like if Oklahoma City was a better matchup for the Spurs, I would assume so with like their size and height and everything inside in the paint that they can do to stop or at least attempted to stop Wembanyama.
Yeah.
I will ask you this: do you think this has a chance to go 7?
Yeah, oh God, yes, and I hope it does.
Yes, please go 7. Yeah, I think it does.
Yeah, I think we need it to go 7. I look, again, I think this is shaping up to be a very evenly matched NBA Finals because while you have some veterans on the Knicks, they really haven't been there, but these guys on the Spurs haven't been there yet either, and that could be either a detriment or that could be a positive. They don't know what they don't know is always good, but they also don't know what they don't know when it gets under these big time moments, and they may crumble under that pressure of the big lights, the big game, Madison Square Garden, New York, Spike Lee, all that kind of stuff. We just don't know how a young team like the San Antonio Spurs are going to react to all this. So I think it does go, unless the Knicks continue to play at the level that they've been playing at. I think also, too, we have a skewed view of all of this, and maybe this is just my take on this, but everybody just assumes the West, regardless of who came out of there, was going to win this thing. Like, we just assume that and crown the West as the champion. I've seen stuff where we've crowned teams as champions and they don't win it. You know, the New England Patriots a couple of times, the Yankees a couple of times, where we go in and go, it doesn't matter who they're playing. This is all just a formality. And if that's the mindset that maybe a lot of people have out West, maybe that's the mindset that the Spurs have. I don't know. I'm just kind of talking through all of these things that could be, hindrances in the way. Maybe that's one thing. Just because they're in the West doesn't mean they're better than the Knicks are right now. Just because the Knicks were a 3 seed and the Spurs were a 2 seed, that doesn't matter at this point in time. You still got to go out there and play the games. I just look at the way that the Knicks are playing right now, and I go, my God, they are so hot on fire. Yes. And you win by 30. Oh, they can't do that again. Oh, they did it again the next game, and then they did it the next game, and then they did it the next game. You're beating everybody by double digits. The counterpoint is it's the JV East. So there are so many narratives out here. That's why I can't wait for these games to get going, because there are so many different narratives that make a lot of sense. But at the end of the day, we just got to go out there and play and see what happens. And I think they're going to treat us to some really fun games during this series.
Looks like Serena Williams is back.
Oh, yeah. Trying to get doubles. Is that what I saw?
She just tweeted and said, good news travels fast. Guess everybody heard the news. I got to change my number.
Let's go. Let's go.
Because now what? The French Open, the top 3 seeds are all out.
Dude, yeah, it's
that
crazy.
One dude collapsed or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And then, what's his name? Novak Djokovic.
Djokovic, yeah.
He lost on Friday, I believe. And now we might see an American win this tournament. I think Drew said first time it's like Andre Agassi did it back in the day.
Wow. Are you serious?
I think that's what Drew told me. We shall see. But I want to get back into the OTAs real quick that you were at. Who is this unit that the Chiefs took a picture of and sent? Did you see this?
I know that I'm hard. I just retweeted this guy, this Jaden Scott or whoever it is.
I don't know who he is. That's the most physical specimen I've seen since like maybe Brock Lesnar in his prime.
I mean, can this guy play, or is it just all like, I mean,
I know he can get a yard.
His name is Jaden Ott, Jaydn. Jaden Ott is jacked. And I'm just looking.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
I mean, I'm looking at his left thigh.
Where that muscle is, that like you've never seen before.
Yeah, that's why I keep looking at it. I'm
what
like,
is that?
Is this real? Is this AI? And
No,
then you
that's
look
real.
at his right arm that he has in this picture. I mean, that's a bit much. Like, I mean, like you don't have to be that strong to play in the NFL. Patrick Mahomes is all based on flexibility, right? Like all that stuff that he does with Bobby is all about the flexibility and keeping his muscles loose and his body limber and all that kind of, stuff. And then I look at this guy and I'm like, holy crap, that's the opposite of being limber. But I've never seen a body like this before. I mean, this left leg is just insane.
His name is Jaden Ott.
Jaden Ott. Yeah, he played with DeMarco Murray at Oklahoma, and the Oklahoma fans were really pissed because they got him from California. He was a transfer.
Yeah, he was a transfer in from Cal. Yeah.
Never played 21 rushing attempts all last year for the Oklahoma Sooners. In California, 2023, so now 3 seasons ago, he had 1,300 rushing yards, 1,600 about all-purpose. And then for whatever reason, 2024...
because you changed schools, man.
But he didn't in 2023, he had 1,300 rushing yards, stays in California for 2024.
For 2 years, yeah. And then went to Oklahoma.
I don't know. He only had 385 rushing yards. He played 10 games. He had 116 rushing attempts. I don't really know what happened. But yeah, since 2023, he hasn't done much. So
Well, and that's also, too, maybe, and again, this is a conversation, I don't know the right answer. How are we really evaluating guys that are transferring schools, too? Like, you leave Cal, and then you go to your next school. Are you going to be able to learn that playbook? Is it going to be like an NFL free agent? Are you going to have those opportunities? So it's hard to really judge some of these guys based on this transfer stuff that we see going on because they're bouncing from school to school to school. And if I was a general manager, I would probably look at that, though, and factor that into, like, the character side of things. This guy's always transferring. Why is he always transferring? Is he going to be there when the times get tough for me? Now, I'm not saying this is what this guy did, but I still think it's hard to evaluate because you go, he hasn't done anything since 23. I'm like, yeah, why not? It's hard to evaluate those guys. But if you're looking like this, you might as well get an opportunity.
Yes.
Did you see this fellow out there?
Oh, yeah, out there. Yes, I did.
And what was that like seeing him in person?
Yeah, when you go out there Wednesday, I need video.
It's the true, 100%. It's it's Dusty's thing for me. It's the true mini bink when you see Jaden Ott, there he is.
Yeah. Hey, Jaden, how long have you been buff?
Exactly. They say he's only 208 pounds online. I'm calling BS on
His
that.
left leg muscle weighs 208 pounds.
His third leg's probably 50 pounds.
He's got to be 225 at least. That guy's
Yeah, there's that
huge.
208. My God. How tall is he?
5'10".
That's a unit.
That's just massive.
What's that guy going to do if he doesn't make the team? Like security at the casino or something?
Yeah,
Steal your girl. That guy's massive. Caden Ott.
Yeah, because they list Pacheco, Jaden Ott, 5'10", 216. Jaden Ott shrimps Pacheco, it feels like, legs-wise. Pacheco's got some big legs, but Jaden Ott,
not like this.
No, this is...
Not with like a Volkswagen Beetle in his left hamstring. This comes from Codified Baseball. Biggest win-loss differences through May of 25 through May of 26. The Royals, May of 25, were 31 and 28. May of 26, they're 22 and 37. Put that guy in the locker room.
Who, that guy with the leg?
Yeah, can he go in there and kick some? He can hit somebody.
I just saw some stat about the Royals, like batting average with runners and scoring, or batting average with an 0-2 count, they're 0-90.
Wow.
So you're saying there's a chance?
No, I'm not.
We had a text earlier, MLB Stinky.
BBL Stinky.
MLB Stinky.
But that's ruining all of MLB.
Yeah, I know. It's not all of MLB.
It's not all of MLB.
Just right here, right now.
Right.
Somebody said a lingering injury. That's why you fell off.
Okay. Hey, give him a chance. When a guy looks like that, you might as well give him an opportunity, right? He could be your new sausage.
One person says it's an edited photo.
That's what I'm asking. Is that real?
I think that's real, but I mean, who knows? Who knows in today's world? I have no clue.
Because it looks fake.
I'll say that he's would have liked to maybe come out into this running back room a year or two ago. It's a little bit more stacked than it's been in the past.
Yeah, it really has
tougher
been.
to make the roster.
How's that
room.
position group look? Who looked good at OTAs?
I mean, Ken Walker's so great. I will say, and this has been going around on Chiefs Twitter, him and Mahomes and their bro hug that they had when they were on the field kind of together, their camaraderie, like instantly, I don't know, like it's special. That's a special chemistry. He didn't have that, and it's not a slight on Pacheco or Kareem Hunt or any other running backs. Like I just haven't seen Mahomes really have that sort of camaraderie and instant chemistry with anyone besides 87. Him and Ken. It could be a thing.
Well, and that's a good thing, but also, too, sometimes personalities just don't mix. Just because you're on the same team with somebody doesn't mean you need to be friends with them. Just because you work in an office with somebody doesn't mean you need to hang out and be boys or girls with those folks and stuff like that. Sometimes personalities are, kind of different. Sometimes personalities don't mix. You do a job together and it works there, but, you just don't want to be friends with that person or hang out with that person. Maybe Ken Walker approached Patrick Mahomes and says, tell me everything you know. I want to be a sponge and listen to you. Who knows what happened? But that's a good thing, Mac, that they have that kind of relationship already because you need that trust factor. I think the biggest thing for Patrick Mahomes for me this offseason is to have the trust factor back. The trust in his knee, that's going to be okay. That is first and foremost. And again, I talk about it all the time on my minor scale of hurting my knee lifting weights and how much mentally that's been a challenge for me. I can't imagine going and playing in the NFL. So he's got to get over that. He's got to have the trust in his offensive line, and he's got to have trust in those weapons around him. And if it's in May when you were out there, I know it's June today, but in May, if he's already showing that trust with Ken Walker, that is a big thing for Patrick Mahomes and a big thing for this organization. Because if Patrick doesn't trust you, odds are he's probably not going to look for you during a game, you know?
There hasn't been a back-to-back NBA champion since the Golden State Warriors did it in 17 and 18.
Nuts.
After that, it was the Raptors, LeBron's bubble championship, the Bucks in 21, Golden State in 22, Nuggets in 23, Celtics in 24, Thunder last year. This year, obviously, will be a different champion. Both of these teams could go back-to-back, couldn't they? Spurs for sure.
Yeah.
Spurs could go back to back to back to back to back. The Knicks probably could, but I got to be honest with you. If they win this thing, I don't want to hear from them for a couple of years. You know, go enjoy it.
I was wondering because you were talking about the parade.
I don't know that they'll make it to next season, honestly.
when you talk about the parade, they have to let the celebrities speak, right?
No,
you wouldn't let Spike go up there and talk.
No, this is about the players. This is all about the players.
I respectfully disagree. I think that's what brings some of the pizzazz to the Knicks.
Yeah, I understand that, but
like, you know, after all the players have their say, I'm not saying he's like the first guy to talk. Obviously, let, you know, Brunson and Cat and OG and all those guys would have their talk, but like maybe let like Spike Lee go up there at the very end and be like, you know, I can die a happy man now. Like the Knicks finally did it. I think that'd be kind of cool.
It would be cool, but also I think it takes away from the players who accomplished that. And if you're one of those stars, like when we've had our parades, we haven't had anybody up there, right?
I mean, that's not really our persona.
No, but everybody knows the guys from Kansas City now, you know, like the Paul Rudds of the world, the Eric Stonestreets of the world, all those guys, they know all of them, and they were big during, you know, all of these runs, or Taylor Swift, for God's sakes. And, you know, there's been some, you know, famous people that we've had out there that have been Chiefs and Royals fans. And yeah, I think it's about the team. I didn't even want Johnny Gomes to speak. I mean, the man stole the microphone, for God's sake. So, you know, I think you leave the team do it at that point in time. I can't remember another. I know this is different if the Knicks win, and you're not wrong by saying that. But if you're Spike Lee, unless they ask you to be the MC, you got to be like, no, man, this is on them. I want to enjoy this too.
I just don't think you can compare any other celebrity fan to Spike Lee, though, because he's like, you mentioned it, what was it, 27 years ago today, Reggie Miller.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To Spike Lee, that moment, the 32.
Is he the most legit celebrity fan in sports history, though? I mean, he's there, win or lose.
He shows up. Yeah, Jack a little bit.
I mean, they had Jack in a promotional photo with Magic Johnson, for God's sake.
Yep.
Like they were it was like Lakers season upcoming. It was like Jack, and then it was like Magic in the background. So I mean, like they're 1-1.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, to your point, they didn't have Jack speak at the parades.
Yeah, they didn't. You know,
they just had that tall, lanky white guy. I forget what his name was.
Mark Madsen, wasn't he?
Yeah, that guy tore the roof off the place. Well, the stadium. Not even a roof there, but yeah, that was...
He was the guy that danced years ago, right?
Yeah, one of the greatest celebrations ever.
That's kind of where it started with the parade celebrations, was Mark Madsen doing his thing with the Lakers 20 years ago. And then, you know, we had the Rams one where that girl fell off the stage and Matthew Stafford just looked at her.
That was crazy. Just looked there and then looked away.
Just turned around. Didn't care, you know.
Yeah,
the Chiefs have done their thing. Obviously, we saw what Johnny Gomes did, you know, when he was here for that hot minute in Kansas City. And so, you know, the players are the ones who get hammered and make the best spectacles out there.
Yeah, I remember when that parade happened, and I think, was it Danny and C-Dot doing the show, or was it Danny and Kling? It was one. I just remember somebody called back to the studio and just says, you're going to want to play Johnny Gomes' speech, but you're going to need to edit a lot of it.
Yeah. I mean, because Kling and I we didn't hear the speech. After the parade was over, we didn't really realize this is how new we were at this thing. We didn't realize there was going to be that rally at Union Station or whatever was going on. We just kind of meandered with the crowd and just left. I mean, so we may have been gone by the time that Johnny Gomes speech actually happened, and then heard it later. I'm like, oh, God, this is... This is crazy that this guy did this.
Somebody in the text line, it's their first time watching the YouTube feed. Bob, what's up with the Nationals cap? Do you just like the cap? Would you like to explain or wait until your brioche of the weekend?
I'll wait till the brioche of the weekend. Yeah,
we'll get into that brioche of the weekend on the other side as we wrap up a Monday show here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
Fescoe and Dusty.
Terry Hardy's is closed.
Well, that sucks.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you, my friends over at Aspen Lawn and Pest Control make me happy every time I pull back into my house, whether we were gone for the weekend or whether it's just a day where I went to work in the dark and came back in the sunlight and saw my beautiful lawn. I'm able to see a beautiful lawn because of Aspen Lawn and Pest Control. And when they took over our yard about 14 months ago, they looked around and laughed and laughed and laughed about how bad it was. And I said, I know it's terrible, guys. Can you help me? And they're like, yeah, we got this. This is fine. No big deal. That's because they are college-educated professionals. They study the soil, the seeds, the weather, everything in Kansas City so they can do the best job out there. And they do the best job out there. If they can take our yard from a patch of dirt and weeds and turn it into a beautiful green, lush lawn, man, they can do anything for everyone. Plus, with it being summer now, it's that mosquito dome season. You want to sit outside and enjoy the weather? Put the mosquito dome down. Keep the mosquitoes out, keep the fleas out, keep the ticks out, keep your yard safe. And if you mention this ad, Aspen's going to give you a free estimate and up to half off your first application. So visit them now at aspenlawn.com. That's aspenlawn.com.
I'm worried. Since your accident, we've got medical bills and you're missing work.
I know. I just don't know where to start.
We call SWL Injury Law the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do.
If they can help us get through this.
We've helped people just like you recover what they deserve. Visit us at SWL Injury Law today for your free consultation. We're the Car Crash Kings. It's what we do.
Visit SWLinjurylaw.com. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.
Since we opened our doors in 1868, Busey has fostered deep customer relationships and vibrant communities, embodying a legacy of partnership and progress. With multiple lines of business, we provide a range of financial solutions tailored to your needs. From digital banking to planning for retirement, Busey is here to help you achieve your financial goals. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Member FDIC.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
You've got better things to do this summer than deal with old appliances. That's why right now at Lowe's, you can still get in on Memorial Day savings and get up to 45% off select major appliances. Plus, get up to an additional 25% off when you bundle select major appliances. It's time to upgrade what's outdated. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 6/3. While supplies last, selection varies by location. See Lowe's.com for more details.
Hi, folks. Bob, Blue Springs Ford. Hey, Blaine, I know we've got employee pricing going on right now for everyone, but what's the difference in pricing?
Great question. 2026 Escape starting at $26,000.
That's thousands of dollars off.
2026 Expeditions?
Oh, I know this is going to be good.
How about up to $10,000 off MSRP? And Lightning up to $18,000 off. Plus, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty for free.
Folks, go to BlueSpringsFord.com right now, because this ends soon.
Imagine buying your next car from one dealership.
With the support of many.
With everything you'll ever need.
When you buy from any of the Balderson Auto Group dealerships, you're getting the support from all of our dealerships.
Like our 100 service bays, collision, and detail centers.
And our free exclusive lifetime warranty. No other auto group gives you that.
From north, central, south, the Balderson Auto Group has you covered.
A family committed to
excellence, growth,
and harmony.
Go to bagkc.com.
This is Stories from the Pitch, brought to you by the first ever Infiniti QX65 and by Lowe's. Give your yard its own moment with new limited time deals from Lowe's.
Maracana. Extra time. Germany versus Argentina. Lionel Messi, chasing the ghost of Maradona, had carried Argentina here. Now he was running on fumes. Andre Schürrle drove down the left, swung it across. Mario Götze, 22 years old, just brought on, chested it down with his left, volleyed it across his body with his right. Goalkeeper Sergio Romero couldn't reach it. Germany won, Argentina 0. Coach Yogi Löw told Götze before sending him on, "Show the world you're better than Messi." Germany, world champions for the fourth time, the first European nation to win in the Americas. Götze became immortal. Football is a few seconds sometimes.
Stay tuned to this Odyssey station for more Stories from the Pitch.
Messi and Argentina are in Kansas City. If you didn't know, last night they came into the sound of sirens.
Yeah, 2 a.m. they got woken up at their hotel, apparently, with the tornado sirens going off.
I have a problem then.
Oh,
because
no.
I never hear sirens, and I don't have a basement. So if I'm gone, I guess that's just the Lord telling me it is time.
You guys have told me all about weather that took place last night. I guess I was just tired from the weekend or whatever. I fell asleep. I didn't hear anything last night at all.
I didn't hear a thing. I was asleep at like 9:30.
Yeah.
Out.
I was out a little bit before that, but I did not hear anything at all. And I woke up and it was like you soaked outside. I'm like, I guess it rained, huh? And then there's tornado sirens going off. I'm with you, Dusty, man. Had there been a tornado, we both would have been gone.
I turned the AC down to 69, hit the fans, turned the comforter over the body, and I was
done. Talk to you later.
Yeah, literally. Again, 27 years ago, Enema of the State came out. It would provide the greatest Blink-182 song in my entire life, I think. It's maybe a hot take, but it has tons. This is a zero-skip album, by the way. For those of you that are Blink-182 fans, Mutt is, I think, my favorite song of Blink-182 in their history. I think the next best song on that album is Going Away to College, and then Dysentery Gary.
Those are great ones. Yeah, underrated for sure. I forgot Mutt was your favorite. That is a great song.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah, that's a.
He took the seat off his own bike because he liked the way that it felt.
Yep.
Yeah. That's the line. I know that I'm hard. She smokes a dozen and he doesn't even seem to notice.
Hey, when
the
kids
smell.
had the seat off their bike when we were kids, we were like, "What are you doing?"
Living. All right, let's get to brioche of the weekend.
Brioche of the weekend.
Big brioche guy.
Love that. Yeah, good take.
It is Brioche of the Weekend, and it's brought to you by the Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2. Bob, you can explain why you're wearing a hat with a W on it.
Yeah, wins for the Washington Nationals. Did our baseball trip this weekend. Year 24 is in the books. 24 years, 24 ballparks. Mine is 2020 when COVID prevented us from going somewhere that year. But we're 24 parks in. We have 6 to go. I believe now that's the number. But we got more than that to go because some places have opened new ones since we've been around. And, you know, we went to Washington this weekend. Stadium's mid at best. There's nothing spectacular about, you know, that ballpark. There's nothing that you have to see or do or anything like that. But the area that grew up around that ballpark was truly remarkable. Bars, restaurants, hotels, office buildings. Our Odyssey studios are down there where this is. It shows you how a stadium can revitalize a blight of land. That's where that stadium is. And everybody would tell you that area where the stadium was bad news. There was nothing there. It was just a bad area of town. The baseball stadium came in, revitalization took place, and it is really a great area now that they've been able to build up. So 24 years, man, it goes so damn fast, but it's fun every single time. You can tell we're getting older because it's not like you're getting slammed on Thursday night and meandering through Friday. You kind of have a couple of cocktails here, a couple there, and, do your thing. But it's the best thing we've done. It's the greatest thing we've done, and I suggest it for everybody. Make sure you take that time to travel with yourself and with your friends and just get away for a weekend if you can.
Yeah, like going to San Antonio next year, Mac.
That's right.
Yes. Has to happen.
Mac, you got a brioche for the weekend?
Yeah, Cardboard Corner Cafe over on Metcalf. Great spot, board games galore. Any game that you could think of. There's a board game store next to it, so if you wanted to just buy something.
So they would have chutes and ladders?
Yes. Name something way more unique than that. They probably
have. What
have
about Mousetrap? Do
they
have? They do.
Yeah, you're naming
Mousetrap?
basics, baby. They'll have all those for you.
Does the trap actually fall?
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll have stuff that we've never heard of, which is what we did. You go and peruse a game, pick it out, read it, and then you just go explain it to the table and you go play. So there were
Hungry Hippos?
There were some big nerd time games going on. Dungeons and Dragons was taking place. There was this new game that I learned about, Warhammer. Bunch of Geek City in there. But great spot, great game tables, fun drinks.
Do they serve cocktails?
They do.
They do. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So
matcha, coffee, cocktail, like any sort of beverage you want. It seemed like
do
hot
they do
chocolate.
Food?
They do. Everything was kind of waffle-based. So, they had chicken and waffles. They had, these waffle, corn dogs. They had, then they had, chips and stuff, chips and dip. But, yeah.
I just figured,
great spot.
getting, residue on the games.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, it's true. You be careful.
That's for me. I'm kind of like...
Your time to roll the dice.
100%. Yeah. But you can store your own stuff there if you want to keep your own dice.
Oh,
yeah. Have your own set there.
Okay.
Yes.
People licking the dice.
It was,
it was amazing. Think about what people do with the remote control. The remote control in a hotel room. Think about Or I brought this up to my friends. I said, what if I took this fork? I said, would you be disgusted if I just started scratching my back with this fork, right? We were sitting at dinner. And they started laughing, ha. Yeah, I'd be disgusted. And somebody goes, how about the next person who uses that fork? Because they're just going to put that through knowing that you're eating off a fork that somebody scratched their back with at a restaurant.
I mean, the TV remote or the bed sheets?
Oh, the remote, the bed sheets you wash. The remote.
You wash the dishes too.
But still, I mean, it's weird, isn't it? I don't mind sleeping in the remote. I'm like, gotta slice all that thing down. And then the fork at the restaurant, I don't know why I thought about just scratching my back. And then somebody goes, what would it be like to eat off of that fork? Oh.
Would you ever do the show Survivor?
No.
Okay.
I did see, and I don't know if you guys have seen this before, it was a urinal sink combination at this restaurant we went to. Yes.
What?
You peed in the urinal and the sink was right on top of the urinal. And it had its own faucet. You washed your hands and it went.
Hell?
And so, and this is OCD, Bob. This is why I seek mental help all the time from people, because I'm sitting there rationalizing why I can't use the sink, because I said, if I use this sink and I walk out, somebody's going to think I didn't wash my hands at the real sink. So I can't use this sink that's attached to the toilet. And I don't think anybody was using the sink really attached to the toilet, because it was like, what the hell is this?
Brioche of the weekend for me. I got to play golf for the first time in my life with my old man.
Oh, that's awesome.
We played in a tournament on Friday, which I didn't think we were going to get in. Never rained. It was beautiful in our area. It was a downpour over here. Played at Shamrock Hills. It was for the, I believe, Hickman Mills High School for scholarships and stuff like that. Got 5th place.
Sweet.
But we played
Your dad carried you, huh?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Shout out to my dad, Mark and Tim, which Mark and Tim are my dad's friends for life. They were great. Good time.
Cool.
Gonna keep doing it. I think we're gonna figure out ways to play golf together. It was super awesome to do that. And then they had the raffle at the end, and Tim might have been the luckiest man in the world. He won 2 bottles of bourbon. One was Weller 12, insane. The other one was Eagle Rare.
Nice.
So he said, I guess we'll just go over to your house.
Exactly.
So yeah, we got 5th place.
That's
had a great
sick.
time.
Cool.
Nobody got sunburned.
With the weather held off.
Yeah, it was perfect. It never rained. It was just
Good.
it just got muggy.
I was nervous for you.
Yeah, because when we did the show Friday, it was an absolute downpour over here, and I was just worried. But yeah, there was no issue. Grilled a bunch of dogs and brats before, and then Sarpinos at the end. And yeah, I mean, you just seen people lose their mind over free pizza.
Oh my God, I'm sure.
Oh, boomers galore.
Oh yeah.
Is there any Supreme? Just grab a slice and move, Gary.
Yeah, just take it, man. Do you have a size large? We got mediums.
Right.
How about it's a medium? That's what we have. That's all that's left.
Yeah, so I just, it was really cool to like get out on the golf course with my dad. Never done that before. Got to see him in his element.
Is he much of a golfer?
Used to be. He hadn't played in like 5 or 6 years.
Okay, so, like when you picked it up, he gave it up basically.
Oh yeah, pretty much. Well, I mean, I probably started playing when I was 21, so he's he's 69 now. So
nice.
We had a great time.
Good.
It was fun. Nobody argued. Nobody had any issues. I didn't really start playing well until about the 14th hole, so I felt bad. But we thrived, and we were guys, and we vibed.
Just the moment of being with your dad on the golf course, man. That's all that matters.
Can't beat it. Go do something nice for somebody.